so since my girlfriend, I think, is in the chat, I'm going to start at very early. We were in a giant mimic. Now we're not in a mimic anymore. We're back in the real world, quote unquote, the real world. What this place is called Bytopia. It's shaped like two pyramids with their points touching almost. It's wild, fam. And we are right now doing a casino heist. I don't know why, but it sounds fun, so we're doing it. And right now we have to get, we already got the HR director's piece of paper, stationery, to write out a little notes to all the people who are gonna be quote unquote fired or their pay is being lowered. I'm not really sure. That's what we were told to get. We got it. So we got that one piece. I told them to just go copy it. And now we have to go to the head of the financials department to get his thingy, his stationery, I think. And he's a mind flayer, but only Carly knows that. And then we're gonna be pretending to feed a giant. What is it? Kraken. I only have Carlos written down. Kraken. We're going to feed a giant Kraken named Carlos. And while that's happening, the other team is going to be getting rid of security, I think. Hold on. Reading my notes again. Donnie will take care of things, and Donnie's a duck. That's it, basically. We already got the one piece of paper.
Well, we have the one piece. We can end the series now.
Exactly.
You fool, One Piece never ends.
I think that's it. I'm Carly, a bard, half-elf. Pretty clearly the leader here.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But yeah, so now we are we just hit level 5.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did, didn't we? Holy crap. Forgot about that.
Yay!
And I have down written here the 3 strokes of midnight strike at sunrise. I don't know what that means, but I felt it important enough to write it down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie here. It's been a while.
It has.
Sounds familiar. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember from what.
I think that's what Donnie said to Pam. Pam, the head of HR, and Donnie the duck said to Pam, head of HR, when we gave her the piece of paper. Cause Pam's in on it too.
Yeah.
Yes, Pam from HR's in on it.
She is. She's very in on it.
Yeah. Okay, here's my question that we never really talked about, as far as I can remember. How are we getting from killing the head of financials, because we're not going to fucking charm a mind flayer, what are we going to get from there to where the money is? Or are we just going to trust Donnie to give us money?
Wait, what happened? I missed a lot.
So, maybe that's something you should ask Donnie. Maybe you guys should go back over the plan with Donnie in the game. But you are currently, that is your full understanding of the game.
What the heck am I listening to? What just happened?
I recounted what we know of the casino heist here, and I'm confused a little bit about how we get from killing the head of financials to how we get from point A to point B to point C. I don't know how we get from killing the mind flayer, the head of HR, to the Carlos's feeding team, and how we get from there to where the money is.
Oh, I left that to you because apparently Florence has been not clued in. Keep this in mind, Florence has not been clued in.
Oh yeah, you're just there.
Yeah, no, that's what Florence is just
To be fair, I don't think Wedge has any clue what's going on either. So
yeah,
I
but
think
he's fine with being able to murder something.
realistically, Mike probably has the most information on the situation right now.
Mike.
Mike.
Yeah.
Shame.
Mike.
No.
Shame.
No.
Mike.
Mike is a good noodle.
Yeah, Mike is cool. If I remember correctly, that's the Modron that is. Yeah, right. Because
So
Florence is cool with that.
So the Modrons are in on it. We know that. But that dinosaur, Jesus, that dragon that we were at for last game, where that couch was that had tongues cast on it, he was not in on it.
You mean the dragon that's the room, and not the.
Yeah.
I'd like to say this adventure is already full of more unique things than most adventures have.
Yeah, we're kind of wild here, fam.
Just a little wild. I apologize for that.
I don't
Alright,
apologize.
anyway, you guys are still just outside now. I think you had just handed off that paperwork, so you're over here in the bottom right of the casino.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's up to you what you want to do now. In the time, I think you still have a couple hours before the heist is planned to go off.
As
So
well as the time enough for Florence to get the hell out of this thing.
So I pick up Donnie because I think Donnie's right here beside me,
All right.
and I say, I have a question. I want to be clear on something here.
Sonny says, quack.
I don't know what he's saying.
He said,
Where's what's his name?
I'm right here.
Catharis.
Hello.
What the fuck is his name again?
Catharis.
My name's
Catharis.
Catharis.
Thank you.
I'm a little insulted.
No, I would never forget your name.
Or where am I, Catharis?
Catharis? What?
Sorry, I was forgetting. Anyway.
So what do you say, Donnie? Or what do you say, Catharis?
Oh, he said, what's up?
So, real quick, I'm a little unsure of where we go from here. So I know we've got to kill the head of financials.
Wait a minute, why do we have to kill the head of financials?
Because I don't think this plan is going to work a second time.
Oh really? What
Mhm.
what gives you that idea?
Well, I mean, surely they must talk. They know the employees know that a little switcheroo of some paperwork happened earlier today. When was that? Earlier today. And I really don't think it'll happen twice.
I know that, but what's now? Okay, normally you're all for plans like this, but what's changed this time? What's so different about this one?
I'm feeling bloodlust. Hmm.
Insight check this shit. Insight check this shit.
Did somebody say
Go for it.
A solid 12.
A solid 12?
Yeah.
I got a 22. You believe me.
She doesn't not believe you.
So yeah, so we just gotta kill this guy. So we go to kill this guy. So we kill the guy. That's fine. We're currently walking outside the building.
Okay.
We're gonna take a walk. Mhm.
I'm just missing some parts of this plan.
I am too. That's why I'm trying to get here. What we need here. So we're gonna kill this guy because he's the head of financials. We need some paperwork from him.
Is it just a guy like human
That's
guy?
a metagame question, Jewel. Jewel, I feel like you're metagaming me.
No, you just said it's a guy. Are you talking
did say
guy
guy.
like
I did
human
say
guy?
guy.
How dare
Or
you assume his gender?
Can I do
Don't
that as well?
metagame me, Jewel.
No,
Don't
I'm not.
metagame me, Jewel.
How am I metagaming you? I'm just asking.
Why would you ask if it's a human guy?
Because you're saying a guy like that's what it is. You're making
But
it up.
you didn't ask what the head of what's her name is. She was a demon.
Yeah, no. I'm curious. What does this guy look like? What is this guy?
Well, I have no idea what he looks like.
What? You don't know what he looks
But you
like?
know, I don't know what he looks like, but I'm sure he'll stand out. So, Donnie, my question is,
Wait a minute. Why would he stand out?
he's in a high position of power.
I might as well ask Donnie. Damn it, Donnie. Can you please answer my question after you're done with hers?
Whack.
I give Donnie a look, and I give Catharis a look.
Catharis is like, what does that mean? What happened to your eye?
What?
Something's wrong with your eye. What happened to it?
I'm just, my eye twitches sometimes when people have the ability to be dumb.
Oh yeah, me too. My eye's always twitching.
I wonder why.
It's a mystery. Anyway, Catharis. Wait, no, I'm Catharis. Or am I insulted? I can't remember anymore. Anyway, what I do have to say is that Donnie says that we shouldn't talk about the plan here out in the open.
Okay, Donnie, where should we go?
He said we should find a nice quiet corner or room.
Okay, so you don't like outside. Do you want to turn back around?
He says not that room. That room's small.
Not this. Okay, I sit Donnie back down. Donnie, lead the way, please.
Whack.
Oh, we're okay. Okay, there's a dragon head in here too. Is this one also a real dragon?
Whack. Well, that entirely depends on what you mean by real.
There's our answer.
Okay. Do you happen to have any loose teeth?
No, do not go harassing it for the.
I would never harass a dragon.
Whack.
Loose scales? Anything I can help you with?
No.
I would never allow a wedge.
I think this dragon's gonna roll insight.
And I will freaking assist this shit. Because I've seen this shit.
Which statement is
On the last part, I'd gladly help you.
That is well as I would never harass a dragon.
Okay, so Jill is on the I would never harass the dragon. The dragon is I would gladly help you with any loose teeth or scales. Okay. So the dragon, 14.
Ooh, the dragon can tell you're full of shit.
I'm not. I would gladly help him because I want to keep the dragon.
Yeah, you'd gladly rip him out of his mouth. I don't know if that's helping.
True. Yeah.
Florence is kind of just standing
I don't like
protectively
that
close
face.
towards the dragon, like, yeah, let's not do that. She's
Florence, what was your insight roll?
Axel.
Or was that just a joke?
It was a joke on my end.
Oh, cool,
I
cool.
only
Yeah,
got-
it's fine. If you wanted to, you could go through with it. But yeah, the dragon figured out what it wanted to do, which was just like, is she honest? She's just like, no, she just was my.
Yeah.
Listen.
Florence,
I'm a helper. Anyway, Donnie.
Oh,
Are we in a cool space? Like, is this dragon down?
Quack. Donnie said Brutus is cool. Donnie also said, hey, Brutus, we need the map. At which point the dragon spits up a map.
I take it.
It is a little gross.
I've had grosser.
Teehee.
I was 1,000%. That was 1,000% on purpose.
Hey, look, Jules here now. Wedge is still outside,
Hello.
though. He's just looking at Mike. Mike.
Shame.
Anyway.
No.
It's too bad
So
there's
I
no
look at the
other
map.
Motrons around.
Anyway.
I fucking love that.
Wedge is the Modron now that there's no other Modrons around other than Mike.
Pretty much. Uh,
Okay, so now that we're in a safe spot, so now let's sort this out.
Quack.
We Catharus.
Donnie said yes.
Okay, so let's start with her. Start with her question as she's.
Yes, let's just go over the plan just one last time
Alright, so,
from
Donnie
here.
says quack. And Tharis tells you to spread the map out on the table.
I spread the map out on the table.
Alright, cool. So now that you've done that, yeah, the map is actually a map of the casino. So it's a map of this map.
Oh, worm? Cool. Anything cool?
Not really. But he does have a like an inkwell, and he dips his beak in it and starts to draw.
Okay.
And he says, quack, 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 quack. And he circles this. And draws a line over here.
Okay. That's done. We did that.
Yep, so he's going to put a check mark. Well, he's going to put a check mark minus.
Hey! I did very well!
Quack. Donnie says that's a relative term.
I'm sorry. Who got the stationery? Was it you, Duck?
Quack. Donnie just grabs a piece of stationery. He's like, quack, relative.
Anyway.
Different
And
stationery.
Florence gonna says. Anyway, what part? No, let's. Florence sighs and listen to this.
Alright,
Says,
so
okay,
then
what's this? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
we... Oop.
Okay, so
Quack.
back where we were this morning.
Donnie says we have to go all the way up here to find the head of financials. We got to get his credentials.
And
Credentials.
Yes, so his credentials are basically his password and stuff.
In which Florence at this point
Is
says,
it-
okay, what does this guy look like? I mean,
I interrupt her and I say, is it like a spoken password or is it just like a number password?
Quack. Donnie shrugs. I don't know how he shrugged verbally, but he did it. It was amazing.
and Florence kind of then says, okay, but what does this guy look like? I have not heard a thing, and she's been evading it. I hear it's a guy, but is it like a guy?
Quack.
Or
Donnie says he's a cool 6'3", oily looking motherfucker. He's smooth with the ladies. He's got a big dong. That's all he's heard. No. Also, he has some face tentacles.
is that enough of a description?
Oh, did you want more? Yeah, he also likes to spend his weekends trolling for...
Gosh, I was asking, what would it be to figure out what the hell this thing is? Because it doesn't sound like a normal
I'm
human
guessing
being.
nature would probably be our best bet for this one.
Roll low, roll low.
Oh, goodness.
Nat 20.
Oh, there you go. All right, so it's you see, you hear all this, you think about the thing, and you're like, oh man, this might be either a squid dressed as a person or a mind flayer.
Octodad.
And which Florence probably is gonna go with the latter, since a squid dressed up is hilarious, but she would have to at least put that as a back option, like a B, plan B.
After everything you've seen now, could you truly discount squid in a trench coat?
Yeah, but at the same token, the mind flayer sounds about accurate.
For all you
too.
know, it could be a human dressed as a squid.
It's true.
True.
Oh my gosh, you unbelievable, you two.
What?
You guys are unbelievable.
Are you saying this in character?
I feel like she's just angry because we believe in the squid theory.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know whether this person is either a mind flayer, a squid dressed as a human, or a human dressed as a squid.
I'm really leaning towards the human dressed as a squid.
You know what it might be? Is a human dressed as a squid dressed as a human.
True.
Just-
A human dressed as a squid dressed as a human.
Yeah.
We're getting layers into this, like Inception levels.
Cosplayception, I'm just saying. Very possible.
Okay.
At least in my adventure. Anyway, so he says, yeah, we gotta get there. We gotta figure out his credentials, whether it be a passcode, a card, a series of numbers, a mystical eldritch being from another dimension. You're gonna have to do some research.
Florence.
Research.
Florence.
Think of all the magical things we're going to learn just looking for this password.
Here's the problem with this. That part of the plan needs to go off at the same time as a couple other parts of the plan.
Meanwhile, Florence is like, okay, so.
Or at least in very quick succession.
Okay.
So
I don't know
quick
what any
question.
of those words mean, but Donnie told me to say them exactly how he said them.
Okay, so it's a possibility that we're. No wonder you might. That makes starting to make sense why you want to maybe kill it. But kill it, Carly. But one small problem with this plan, and that's just killing a mind flayer is not an easy task.
Oh, what's a mind flare?
If it is one.
What's a mind flare?
She doesn't have arcane knowledge of that, and you guys have never met one.
Wait a
think we
minute.
have-
Wait a
I think
minute.
we
No,
just
no, no, no.
rolled.
Out of character. I thought. Didn't Carly know what it is?
Yeah, out of character, like weeks
she
ago,
knows
I think
it's
we
a
did roll.
she knows it's a mind flare. She doesn't know what a mind flare is in character.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't we roll like ages ago? And I was
Ye-
like, oh, I know
yeah.
what that is in the stories.
Maybe. I thought that
yeah,
was...
yeah, I think she did because I remember
I can
hearing it.
reroll.
Maybe I was
I can
just
read it.
missing it from out of character.
No, because I do remember
I
her
could-
rolling for it.
I could re-roll if you want a history or a nature.
See, this is why I wish all the rolls were done in Roll20, because then I can keep track of them.
I mean, I've been rolling in.
Yeah,
Roll20
yours
for-
are easy to keep track of because of that.
I have not been.
Nor has Michael.
I've been
He
switching
uses
between.
Beyond's roller, which is... Ugh.
I've been switching between real dice and D&D Beyond dice.
I only take the exception of real dice. Michael does it, but I don't accept it.
So do you want me to re-roll? I can.
No, it's fine. If you had already had the knowledge, then you're good.
But I
Okay.
don't know how much of the knowledge that she knows.
That I don't remember.
Yeah, neither do I. But I mean, not without going, breaking forth.
Let's see if I have written it down. I have written down here. Under head of financials, know absolutely nothing about him. Mind flayer, evil innate psionic powers, does have detect thoughts. Big persuasion and insight. That's what I have written down.
See, in some of those, I wonder if are in character or out of character. Well,
That's
I
a
guess
good question.
it's also wonder. I don't know. All good questions. All tough times. Well,
I could re-roll and let us know again.
Quack. Donnie says, however we do it, whether we kill him or steal it or make a deal, who knows? I don't care how you do it. You just got to get this info.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So here's where it becomes starting to be a problem. This does have to be done first, but nearly right after it, which is where some of our new magic equipment's going to come in. Quack. Donnie, how are you able to express such insight in one word?
Should I be concerned?
Quack.
No.
Donnie says
Absolutely.
maybe.
Good, good. So I'm not the only one that's at least a little concerned, because, like we just discussed, it could be the squid thing or a mind flare, in which it's the if it is indeed, we're
I
screwed.
don't think it's a mind flayer.
So, quack. Donnie comes and he puts another line down here. He points down to this area. And he says that quack, under this area, actually not in this area, but under this area is a secret security room. This is actually where the vault access, not access chambers, but like the access input. So this is where you would put in the password to get inside the vault.
That's where we need to get that's where we need to take the Director of Financial's password.
Yes, except here's the problem. That needs to go down at almost the exact same time as this, which is the team that is going to, they actually have to do it and then coordinate it over here, sorry. No, I can't undo more than one. JQs. Anyway, it would come from wherever we're at the time to over here, which is where the feeders for Carlos are getting ready.
Right in the center?
No, up here in the right. They're getting ready up here, and then they're going to feed Carlos over here. If they kept all his food near where he eats, they'd never be able to keep it from him.
Okay.
Then again, he just eats whatever he wants. And that needs to go down at the exact same time as basically this and this. And here's the reason why. We know that whatever the magical whatever, not the magical, but whatever the passcode or credential is for this mind flayer, he's gonna know that you have it pretty much like 5 or 10 minutes after you get it. And not just him, but the security team will know. So you basically have to give it to someone to use over here at nearly the exact same time, which they use that to open up the bank vault pretty much almost at the exact same time that these people fake feed Carlos drugs and then go, into the vault from there.
Okay, so it's not actually us then who are going to be fake feeding Carlos.
Here's the thing. A lot of these need to be done at the same time, and we don't have a lot of people free to do shit.
Okay.
So yeah. So here's the thing. We'll need at least one person over here to get the thingy. We'll need probably 1 to 2 people over here to take out security. Because we have the code, but security knows that it's not us that has that code, so we're gonna have to beat them up.
Okay.
Sounds like a job for me.
It's almost like it was planned that way. Cough. And then we're gonna need at least 1, possibly 2 people for the food. Now, there are technically ways to get around certain things. So, for instance, we can take these guys out a little ahead of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Take out. Do you mean knockout? Do you mean kill?
that's up to you. I will say that if they show up to the feeding thing, you're not going to have a good time. And actually, Donnie has more details about that for whoever is... he has a plan.
Interesting. I'm interested in taking out security first. Because we have some time. I believe we have a couple hours before we have to do all this. So what if we take out security first?
Security changes shifts every once in a while. You do have a small window of time where you can take out security kind of after, before the next shift, where the next shift isn't going to switch before the heist goes off. And that'll be
Okay.
roughly an hour or so before the heist.
I like that. We could do that. My only worry is we would still need to have enough magic in us that if the Mind Flayer puts up a fight, we can deal with that.
It's true. If you tend to fight it, which may not be the best plan.
So after the
Yes,
shift change,
agreed.
how long do we have until the next shift change?
So the shift changes every, I think it's 2 hours. So basically you have that hour before, and then you have a couple shift changes in between now and then. I think it's still like 5 or 6 hours to the heist. Trying to remember what time it is exactly.
Oh, I could tell you. I have that written down. Let's see.
I love that piece of specific information is down, but then you just have like that 3 strokes to midnight shit, and you're just like, I have no fucking clue.
I have no idea what the fuck it's for. I felt like it was important, so I wrote it down.
I should probably look through my notes and not rely entirely on my memory.
Let's see.
Probably a good idea.
Carly woke up at 3:30 a.m. and then that's when we started the whole Karen adventure with the head of HR.
Which
So
was
probably like 4:30, if that.
okay. Good to know. So we've already done the fake pay cut, although that might actually require some work in the meantime now. We got
Listen, I didn't kill a lady.
credentials, security code.
Because what I was thinking was before we do the whole entire heist thing, wait until the last shift change so we have about an hour or an hour to 2 hours for the next shift change. Wherein after the shift before we do the heist, I'll just snap your necks.
I'm inclined to agree.
And then that will give us an hour or so until the next shift change to complete the heist.
And it will also give us an extra person, since we're only 3 fucking people. It would also give us an extra person to deal with the Mind Flayer.
That's true.
But I'm interested in this deal you mentioned. How to make a deal with a Mind Flayer.
Sounds like we'd be cutting him in on some of our profits.
Whack.
I'm inclined to agree. Ooh,
Donnie says the profits are pretty big, but they're also being cut pretty far already.
I thought you just said we didn't have very many people.
Well, to do this part of the heist, there's other parts of the heist that are being
How
done.
funny, Donnie. Now leads me to my other question.
There before.
I'm getting there. That leads me to my other question, though. So the people who are fake feeding Carlos are the ones who are going to be handling the money, right? Hello?
Yeah, they should be the ones going down into the thing.
Okay, so we probably should have 2 people with fairly large bags.
Well, Donnie has
Well,
pieces to this plan.
okay. Then I'm going to ask one more question, and then I'm going to let you continue, Donnie. What's the bad thing about us making a deal with this Mind Flayer, cutting this Mind Flayer in, and then killing the Mind Flayer?
In fact, Donnie says, I mean, that's up to your personal, moral code. But Donnie personally runs his heists like he runs his underwear. Straight.
What the fuck does that mean, Donnie?
Quack. Alright, I really don't know what he said there. I think it had something to do with live your own rules and die your own deaths.
And meanwhile, Florence is saying, so it is a mind flare.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not. What's a Mind
I
Flayer?
love that you're just like, we're gonna kill the mind player. No, man, it's not. I love all the lying roles that you just don't bother to take because you know she won't believe you anyway.
At this point, why even friggin' bother?
Holy shit. So Donnie says, so let's lay out his ideas for the plan. You can take separate sets of ideas if you'd like, but here's how Donnie has it going. So, Quack.
Got a quick.
Oh.
And I got one more question.
Sure.
Oh.
How much of hypothetically, how much of each of us are getting? Hypothetically.
But Donnie says that it's gonna depend on how well the heist goes.
It's like a GTA heist.
Okay, but
The-
can I get a minimum amount?
Theoretically, he says as much as you can carry.
Which is how much on us?
I don't know what's your carrying capacity.
My carrying capacity is a number.
So Donnie says he'll explain how it'll all work as we go in, because it'll be part of the heist, the dealing and distribution of the rewards or whatever, gain, loot. So,
Okay.
in the full scope of the heist, right? So the things you guys have done is so far obtain one piece of stationery from HR so that we can send out and cause the first distraction being the nice, people being fired. That's actually still got some work to be done because we got to make copies of those papers. We got a couple hours to figure that out. They're trying to figure that out. That's what some other people are working on right now for the team. Another section of the team has been basically jerry-rigging the guard shifts so that the guards won't be the best guards at this time. Otherwise, you might get wrecked.
Oh, no doubt about that.
We are very strong. We're level 5.
There is a third team that has been working inside of the food station, basically giving Carlos like half of his usual amount of food.
Okay.
This way he'll be more prone to eat whatever we give him. And then the fourth team has been, they actually didn't get their job done. They've been trying to figure out exactly what that credential is inside of there. You might be able to talk with them and see if they have some hints. Quack. All right, now Donnie says, here's how it goes from this point. Hopefully, you guys obviously can take him out in different sections, but here's how he believes it should work. Hopefully. Over here, you would, up here, the food, you would take out the 2 different people who are supposed to be Carlos's food today.
What? Take what?
Yeah. Because remember...
Are we feeding people?
Yeah, well, the job is to be food.
Oh! That's not what I picked up at all! Okay, sorry.
I mean, Flores kind of figured that out, but, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to touch it. No, because, no one asked Florence anything.
We're just feeding her like fucking like Lunchables or something. Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
take out the 2 people who are food.
So, usually, Carlos prefers living food. However, it's going to be really tough to stuff them full of enough poison to take out Carlos if they're alive. Like, real tough. Which is where our second person comes in. You're going to have to meet with them over here and get the poison to insert into these people. Hopefully, this is Donnie's plan, which then you will take through subterfuge to the center and go about your, job. You'll pretend to be them while sneaking those bodies down there to feed Carlos as a distraction. There will be a third team down there working on distracting Carlos from eating you.
Awesome.
So that, obviously, you can do the first part at any time ahead of the heist. Although getting the bodies in the good hidden situation could be difficult. The second part that will have to be done slightly before, although not necessarily exactly at the same time. Since the shift changes roughly an hour before, you can use that time to take out the security guards in here. It's actually probably the best idea to take them out during the shift change, because otherwise it's going to be much more difficult to get inside of the security section. In fact, what might be easier is to take out the incoming security guards and pretend to be them while you change shifts.
I like that idea.
It will take a little more research on your guys' part, but I think you can do it with the help of Bob, the Sphinx.
Mhm.
Once those security guards are taken out, you will have access to that entire security room. However, without the passcode, you won't be able to upload anything. You'll also need to send that passcode to the other team that is taking out the second security room, which is over here. It's a backup security room. This will also take out the magic dampeners.
Okay.
From here, we will be using a teleportation spell from the two people going down there to allow the rest of our team access to the actual opening of the safe.
So will any of us be in that team accessing the opening of the safe?
Preferably two of you can or should be in that team. Then what will happen is the people at our other locations, A, B, C, D, E, etc., will use their individual teleportation spell to get to that marked location. From there, we will be taking a secondary exit that's located inside of the bank vault. So you will only be able to take out as much as you can get out through that exit and what you can find in the roughly 10 minutes until they actually react and get to us. Here's going to be the thing. There is probably going to be a pandemonium in the 5 or 10 minutes that you need to do from setting the opening code to moving to your teleportation spot, right? Because it's not going to be like a scroll on you. It has to be a pre-appointed position.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Harry Potter and you got like basic apparition, which, you know, whatever, but then you got like the shoe, the port keys that actually take you specific places. You guys will be carrying a port key basically down into the bank vault.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everybody?
I believe so.
Donnie
So,
does say there's only one big problem with the loot plan, and that is it's first come first serve, or first leave first serve, really. So if you can get your hands on it and get out, it's yours.
Also one more issue, because I'm going to ask this question. How many of us actually have bags to carry anything?
I have a bag.
But Donnie says he carries a hole.
I want a bag of holding.
Yeah, his isn't a bag of holding, it's just a hole.
Like a portable hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think Bob the Sphinx will give us like 1 to 3 bags of holding?
I don't know why you would ever need that. Also, it's dangerous to hold more of those than one.
I mean, stuff them into one altogether, but give each person here a bag of holding.
There's 3 of us.
Look, I'm just saying, having two of those in the same area can be very dangerous. Who's to say that your enemy doesn't take your bag of holding off you and stuff it in someone else's bag of holding? Then we're all fucked.
Oh, it's fine. It'll just make a minor black hole event.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll all die.
One? How did you know that, Wedge?
You learn things in the Cult of the Dragon.
I think that's kind of common knowledge at this point. You don't stuff a... How do
Anyway.
you not know that? Heck, even I know it.
I'm a bard, not a wizard, nerd.
How is it that okay, but when
You
even
got
knows...
called a nerd.
Is that really a bad thing? Is that really a bad thing?
Ah! Nothing see.
Messed up the map! Oh god!
So badly, I don't even know what happened.
I point out that how's that a bad thing again?
No. So I want to make sure that I'm correct here.
Ah!
So we need 1 or 2 people on the financial guy. Well, hold on. What's the point? What's to stop us from getting that done early?
Once you steal his credentials, after about 10 minutes, it's going to activate a transponder to the security rooms. Both security rooms.
Even if we like go and talk to this head of financials.
Yeah, as soon
and be
as
like,
someone besides him touches it.
lame. Okay.
It's kind of like DNA verification, but like an alarm.
Mm-hmm. So we'll need 1 or 2 people on financials. We need to kill security, deal with security before that, during shift change, so about an hour before that. And we need at least one of us to pretend to be food for Carlos. All at the same time. Well, those last 2 at the same time. Where is how far is it from the Mind Flayer head of financials guy to the teleportation to get to the vault?
It's a little bit of a ways. It's on one of the ships.
How
Specifically,
long would it?
it's right here.
Okay.
You're gonna probably need Mike's help.
Okay. How long would it take a Modron to get us from like security where we are to the vault door?
I don't know, like, well, to the vault door, you mean?
Yeah.
Where from security or from the head of financials, or from where you're at now?
Let's go with both the head of security. Let's go with security and the head of financials.
Both of those are about equal distance. It'd probably take a little longer to get there from security because you got to get out of the secret security room.
Mm-hmm.
But roughly, where is my measuring stick? I don't know, like 5 or 6 turns, so a minute or 2.
Okay. And by that time, well, actually, there's no reason to say that we would be in the secret security room. Well, no, because we have to put in the code, right?
When he goes down. So the order of events basically go like this. You can take out security early, and you can take out the food early, but regardless, there will need to be at least one person in each of those locations at that time, as well as one person in the location who then gets the information, relays it to the person in security. Once they've relayed the information, they can immediately head off. Person in security needs to open the vault door and relay the information to the people in the other security room. They will turn off the magic inhibitors. They can then take off for the vault room, and at that time when they open the vault, the person or persons who are pretending to be Carlos's feed will hopefully have gotten to the vault entrance, be able to enter the vault, and put in their port key.
Okay. That makes sense.
Now you can definitely discuss some more of the little things, as well as we had some side, about putting in poison maybe, or doing this maybe, that maybe. I will say there's a couple details that I want to point out. One is that the security right has a checked entrance and exit, so you'll either have to overpower or disguise your way through, whichever strategy you go through to get in there. Once you're inside there, you will have the you need the credential. No. Once you're inside there, you will be able to take them out, then use the credentials to input in. For that, the other thing is where the body is. There will be someone there checking people going into the body. You get what I'm saying?
I think so. So, like, people who are checking the food to make sure it's, like, okay.
Pretty much, yeah. They're there to check to make sure you are the guys that are supposed to feed Carlos, and not guys just trying to get to the vault or some shit.
Okay. So is that all of Donnie's ideas?
Quack. Well, Donnie says he has a lot of ideas about, thermodynamics, but besides that, yeah.
Okay. So here's my thought. So we take out security early. The security. Okay. So here's my idea. Okay. So hear me out. So when shift change happens, so about an hour before the whole heist starts, we take out the security team that's going to go into the security room. That'll probably be Wedge. But we want another person there, so I'll probably help him. Me and Florence will help.
What?
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 Just listen.
No,
I love
no,
how
no,
she.
no, no.
I love how she's just like, wait, what? You heard her?
No, I'm gonna stop you there.
So that's an hour before the heist, and then I guess that we have Wedge hang out in there for a few minutes, for an hour or so.
You just hear
And
I know I heard what you said, but I'm still not catching the idea of me going on with this madness.
hold on. So yeah, so Wedge is in there now. So now we're down a team member. So then Florence and I.
Why me?
Actually, no. How about this? We started leaving earlier than that. We go to first the food with the fake food. We kill them and we steal their clothes. So that they're like, oh no, we're the food people. We're so sad about being the food. We don't want to be fed to Carlos. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. And so we'll steal the food. We'll bring the bodies to the poison people. That'll be like 2 hours before the heist happens. And the poison people can stuff the bodies with poison. Then we all go down to the security area and we kill or deal with, I apologize, we deal with the security. Am I still on mute, Mike?
Yes.
No,
You're good.
of course.
Okay, good. Cool. So then we deal with the security team. We leave Wedge in the security room. That's food and security dealt with. Then Florence and I go up and deal with the head of financials, where we offer a deal.
No.
Where it does not necessarily would not necessarily mean having to offer to rope him into the scheme. We could offer him something else.
Florence is looking at you. Wait a minute. Quick question. Oh, right. I never even did a roll for what the heck mind flayers are.
I thought you did.
No, I never did, but I have a bad feeling about that ideal.
I thought she got a crit on that. Wasn't that your
Yeah,
nature
you
check?
Yeah, but you didn't tell me anything about the mind flayers.
You know him.
Okay, so
you know him.
You rolled a 20 in nature. I mean,
yeah, just checking, because I want to be certain what I'm about to say. Flores looks at Carly like, no. You do know what they like to eat, right?
Brains.
wizards.
Probably. Wizards.
Yeah,
No,
they're
as much as that is
literally wizards.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. Just
Anything of
imagine
magical
him.
origin.
Just imagine a mind flayer's like freezer is just like wizard pop, sorcerer sickle, and fuck.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
I'm
where.
fine.
Yeah, but I'm not. Florence is not.
Fine, you can stay with the body then. And I'll go to the floor. I'll go to the mind flayer alone.
That's not a smart idea.
No, that is not a smart idea.
Fine. Florence, you can stay with the security in the security room. Fucking coward. And Wedge and I'll go to the mind flayer.
Fine.
Is everyone happy now, princess?
Oh my gosh. Florence gives her a look. Okay, so long you do realize what happens to people, but deal.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, so we offer the mind flayer a deal, and we get whatever the credentials are. I should say before we even deal with the bodies for the food people, we actually Uh. mm. We actually are going to start talking to the people who are trying to figure out what the credentials are. We'll get them for clues first. Then we'll kill the food people, bring them to the poison people, have the body stuffed with poison, and then you know what we can do when the people at the checkpoint, they're actually going to be 3 pieces of food, 1 alive, 2 dead, and the one who's alive, gonna be one of us, says they tried to escape, and we were like, no, so we killed them, but I'm fine being fed to a kraken. That's totally fine with me. That's been my dream. And then we go kill security guards and all that shit. Yeah. So we get the credentials from the Mind Flayer by offering him a deal of some sort. Wedge and I will. Florence will be left in security. Then, what we'll do, once we get the credentials, is we'll book it down to here for the security room. Tell Florence the credentials. She'll put in the credentials and somehow get it told to over here. Get point C told the credentials too, and then all 3 of us will run to the vault and we'll scoop a bunch of money into our bags and bras and pockets, and then we'll run out the exit, live happily ever after.
Right.
I see no flaws in this plan.
Quack.
Well, Florence. Okay, I'm not.
What did Donnie say?
I told him I wasn't going to translate racism anymore.
Ooh. Don't be fucking racist.
Quack said, he said something not kind about humans.
It's a good thing I'm a.
Yeah, I'm a half elf.
Yeah, Florence kind of looks at her like,
That's half.
There's only one who's partially human here.
Quack.
Excuse me, you don't know what half I'm elf of. what the other half is. You don't know what my other half is.
If it was something else,
Listen.
it's supposed to have the other half included.
Listen,
That might be.
you don't know. Bitch, I might be. You don't know my
Bitch, I
life. I
might
could
be.
have very advanced glamour.
Quack. Donnie says you can't fool him.
But the plan will work. So stop being fucking racist, Donnie, and tell me about my plan. That's obviously going to work. I see no flaws in it.
Quack. Donnie says it's a plan.
It's a plan.
Sorry, he said it's a plan. No, wait, I had it right the first time. Quack. Sorry, Donnie, your inflections are weird.
So, Donnie, how would you improve my plan, racist duck?
Quack. Well, I don't think they can do that. Donnie said that you just have to get rid of all the humans, but I don't see that happening anytime soon, so.
Stop being Hitler!
Quack. Donnie
How would
says,
you improve my plan?
he said besides that, he would do a little bit of research into the head of financials, ask around maybe, and see if you can learn what they want / need and how you can go about that.
Yeah, that's right. It's up there with figuring out the meeting with the team with the thing.
Alrighty, cool. Quack. Oh, also he said, get a haircut, you hippie. I don't even know who he was talking to though.
My hair is above shoulder length, just at my chin, and it's super curly and it's adorable. Fuck you.
Quack. He said he wasn't talking about. Never mind.
Oh, that was dead then. Dirty hippie. Okay, so the plan is step 1. We meet with. I'm writing this down so I don't forget it next week. We meet with the team, learning about the head of financials credentials. 2, we ask around what this head of financials could want. Then 3,
Hopefully he does not want brains.
I mean, we have Wedge.
You're
not gonna be there.
Have brains.
You're not going to be there anyway. What's the matter?
I don't like looting. Well, I'm sorry I cared. Jeez.
Oh, you care about us? That's so sweet. Anyway, step 3.
Okay then. And
Florence, would you like a hug?
no.
I
No,
hug
the-
Florence.
No.
I
no,
hug
don't.
Florence.
No, the
I
hell
hug
you.
her.
No,
I
the
am
heck
hugging her.
No, the heck you're not.
I am hugging her. What do I roll for the hug?
That's a grapple.
Strength
Oh
or dexterity?
What?
It would be strength for you, dexterity, or athletics for me.
One of them.
Yee. What she said.
Oh,
Dirty 20.
Oh.
and Florence is getting this hug, and she just does not look like she's she's done with this hug for 5 seconds.
just proof that kindness can also be violence.
The only reason that she is not.
I just want to remind people of that someday. Just like, yeah, violence can be kind. No, it can't. Come here. Oh, yeah.
You can crush somebody by hugging them.
True.
Death by
True.
The hug was
kindness.
just a little bit too tight.
That is exactly what they meant when they said, kill him with kindness. That is literally what it was meant for, was the bear hug.
Just give them a big bear hug that breaks their ribs and causes the rib to puncture a lung. You're good.
Meanwhile, Florence. is
Then
just-
again, that does take quite a bit of strength in order to break someone's ribs with a bear hug
Yeah.
and puncture a lung.
This is why I say what I say. Florence has not the most amused face. Like, ah, gosh. Do not take whatever I say with, purpose. Just don't think I don't want to have to explain a body count. Or
Wait.
explain what the heck happened to my last.
Oh, that's sad.
So step 3 is to kill the people who are Carlos's food, bringing the bodies to the poison team. Step 4 is, quote, deal with shifting security.
By the way, you're going to be hooking up your computer to that.
What? What?
I'm talking to Katie.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, yes, Ashley, you are going to be hooking up your computer.
I'm gonna beat you up. Okay, so we're quote dealing with the shifting security and take their place, leaving Florence in security. Then step 5 is make a deal with the mind flayer.
Hopefully, and in the case of it asking for something like brains, let's not hope to feed Wedge to him.
It probably wouldn't want what?
You
Yeah,
ain't
no.
feeding me to shit.
Or
Yeah, it
nor,
probably wouldn't want Wedge.
yeah, but also don't feed me to it.
You're not gonna be there.
I know that, but you can come get me, and I know how that goes.
My intelligence is also 14. It might want me.
Eh.
I'm not touching that tentacle.
It just-
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't want Wedge, because Wedge has an intelligence of 9.
yeah, no. I mean, Wedge is a definite no, but you're on the level. It's just you're not necessarily its most optimal victim as a bard.
I'm even
My
though
charisma is 20. I'm charming as fuck, damn it.
I don't know if they can be charmed. I think they can, but I can't remember.
They have
Remember the
advantage against being charmed.
All right, that was it. Anyway,
Yeah, that's the only thing. Against spells and other magical effects. Well, have fun with it.
Because I bought a game that we
Have fun
Yeah.
dealing
So
with that.
step six then is to book it back to the lower right with Jewel. Tell her the code. And then we all three run to
Yeah.
the food drop-off point, or no, to the magic point. Right? Is that right?
So yeah, you're gonna be bringing your computer out here and hooking it up out here.
I think all three of us then
And it
run
got
to magic teleportation point.
usually $5. So I paid like 15 instead of 60.
Run to the magic teleportation point
making deals is sexy, Michael.
and go.
It is.
Only for adults.
Well,
It's-
okay, so Katie bought me Borderlands 3, right? And I saw what I thought was cross-platform. It's not cross-platform, it's cross-play.
Oh.
So people on PS4 can play with PS5, people on Xbox One can play with people on Xbox X, but PC can't play with the others.
Yep.
But PC, you can play on Steam with people who have it on Epic Games, or whatever it was originally through before it was on Steam. So, got it for my computer and got it for the PS4. Well, couldn't refund the one on the PS4 because it was a digital purchase that has already been downloaded.
Mm.
I feel like those should actually be easier to give back.
Right.
Yeah, we can
At
send
least
that
within
again.
at least
But
within a
if-
certain amount of time. Like, all right, it's been 2 days.
apparently-
Yeah, this.
Apparently, if you download a game, you can't return it
That's
because
dumb.
it's been added to your library. Makes a lot of fucking sense.
I mean,
I'm gonna leave that.
So I just went and bought Warhammer: The End Times Vermintide for both me and Katie to play. Now she just has to hook up her desktop.
I want to confirm real quick with Donnie and the DM that step 7, after we book it back down to lower right where Jewel would be to tell her the credentials.
Well, you're gonna hook it up and download it tonight.
so
Um,
you don't have to run for a lot of this. So when you're telling the credentials to the person on the right, you're going to have
Fine,
3 sending
bring your
stones.
fucking desktop out here. I'll hook it
Well,
up.
well.
And I'll download it.
What was you saying, Michael?
I said I believe for a lot of those, especially for sending a codes and stuff, you'll have sending stones.
Okay. Use sending stone.
Okay, so I get a sending stone, she gets a sending stone, and we call it a day. Do we get to keep the sending stone?
You'll actually need. I mean, they'll connect to some other sending stones, but yes, you will.
Okay. But on a different, back to the
It's a
back
good item.
holdings. Do we get them, or do we just no? That happens.
Or at least one?
If nothing else, each of us gets something to like be able to carry it. The thing I currently have is this chest, kind of just like. proves our point.
Quack. Donnie says he doesn't really have anything, but you could probably go talk to Bob or someone, and they'll hook you up with a sack or some shit.
Step 0, talk to Bob.
How about the psycho dude?
We'll do that in a second. Okay. So step 7 here, after sending Stone Jewel to tell her the credentials, we'll book it actually from top right, while she then books it from lower right to the teleportation point into the vault. And then
And
we
I'm-
take as much as we can carry and leave. Right?
Yeah.
Because we're leaving the bodies with the poison team. And then the
So-
poison team is the poison team going to be dealing with feeding Carlos?
And here that was what they were gonna say too. Is if you with certain exceptions, so they are probably not going to be able to fight the security team off or get the they can help take some parts of actions. So say you have 1/2 slots, right? For a lot of these where it's like you have 1 or 2. If you need a second person and Donnie has somebody like Bob who can show up, he will send them with you to help out. They are just maybe not all as reliable as you may hope.
Okay.
You just never know. And obviously he's only got so many people who are free to do this depending on how shit's going down.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
And here's the next question.
Uh-huh.
So, since we're getting stuff from, I'm getting stuff from Bob. Well, everyone else is getting, I'm guessing, are we gonna be at least mildly equipped for this? Just
Oh yeah,
because
we're fine.
you're good, not me.
Quack. Donnie says you don't have a weapon yet, huh?
That's one, and the other thing is no armor, really.
Oh.
And the only
Armor's overrated.
I thought we talked about getting you like fancy armor or whatever when I got my armor.
Yeah, but you kind of left me out to hang dry. Remember, you said, Florence, you're on your own.
No.
Yes.
I swear there was a whole time where we had you going through the whole book looking for armor.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, but and at one point, Carly wanted the loot, and the DOS loot, and she was like, "Well, Florence, you're on your own to pay for it." I remember that conversation.
You gave her chocolate, didn't you?
The you're on your own was for her figuring out how to get out of the carnival or not carnival of the casino, not the payment. Because I didn't pay for any of my shit. They just gave it to me.
Yeah, no, because you were ready to pay for it until Donnie showed up, and Donnie kind of negotiated the shit after that. Because I remember that one.
Then Jewel is gonna get her stuff from Bob.
Yeah.
Okay. And so what I'm hearing from the DM is that one of us should be with the feeding team.
Definitely, if you want to make sure everything's going right. It would essentially put one of you on each of the stations. And then you'd have to use your sending stones to, talk with each other and interact and, cooperate.
Okay, so after we quote unquote deal with the shifting security, that's when we have to split, and we'll be 3 teams of 1. Interesting. That's what I'm hearing. What do you guys think of that? Cool. So my last 5 steps then are not correct. So, after we quote unquote deal with shifting security, Jewel is going to be in security. We're going to leave her there. Wedge should go with the poison team because you may also have to help fighting off a kraken. And I'm more persuasive, blah, 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 blah. So we should leave Wedge with the poison team. My only concern there is having Wedge not be persuasive enough to get the bodies into feeding the kraken.
Quack. Donnie says, why not leave the CL to, take charge of going into the sea?
Good idea. Why did I say Florence would be at security?
Quack.
I don't remember.
Because there was no way in hell I was gonna deal with a mind flare.
Oh Oh, right. Okay, cool. So yeah, you'll be left with the body.
Best here.
Wedge is going back to security. Florence will be left with the poison team.
Here. Okay.
So this will be 1 hour before heist, where all three of us are going to quote unquote deal with the shifting security team, get Wedge to take their place, and leave Wedge in lower security. Then Florence and I are going to head up, and I'm going to leave Florence in the middle with the poison team, where you're going to deal with getting the body or
And
bodies into Carlos's feeding area. So I'm going to leave Florence there, and then I am going to continue on and make a deal with the Mind Flayer.
got a quick question.
Uh-huh.
So, for dealing with this whole transitioning Carlos's feeding area, what am I going to be dealing with, per se? Since, good questions to ask. She kind of looks towards Dawn for that.
Quack.
What am I...
So Donnie says that the body is supposed to be poisoned so that when Carlos eats that body, he will get sick. There's also a team that's supposed to be distracting Carlos. They're going to be releasing some pheromones into the water.
Okay, but...
That sounds like a job for the sea elf.
Whack.
Please tell me I can toss something at him.
I mean, that's up to your character.
I'm not. It's not worth it at all.
Anyway.
But the quick question is, because you said something's going to be checking, before we, deal with Carlo.
Oh, yeah. So basically, there's like a plank at the edge of the ship there, near the center of the water, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just basically making sure that you are the people scheduled to be, thrown in, and that you don't have anything on you that you could fight Carlos with, necessarily.
Well, shit.
So you don't have a weapon then. You know what? How about this? When you talk to Bob and you get your bag, you keep your bag, but you give me the weapon, and I'll keep it safe for you.
Okay, but my bigger thing is, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be kind of dumb to throw a sea elf into the water to eat?
Well, you gotta remember, these are willing participants most of the time. They're basically being paid good money to become food for the Kraken, or, paying off their debts.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be a lot of questions. So it's more of I'm gonna have to hand bag and my weapon, hypothetic, because armor they're not gonna question, but they see the bag, that's gonna be a little bit questionable.
All right, one more time.
Maybe.
I said more or less. So I'm gonna have to give Carly my bag and weapon, hypothetic.
Yes, for a limited amount of time. You could also store it in a location that you can get to later, or that would be transported to you.
Mm-hmm.
I can just hold her bag.
But the weapon's not gonna be in the bag, so it's
Yeah, your weapon in your bag.
No, not the weapon's not gonna be in the bag.
Your weapon, and your bag.
Okay.
Separate two things.
Yeah.
Dun
Yeah,
dun
yeah,
dun.
I just like, wait a minute, you do realize...
The power of the
Cannot-
comma.
Yeah, I love commas.
Yeah.
So after I'm done making a deal with the Mind Flayer, we're not going to question how I do that. I'm then sending Stone Wedge the code or credentials or whatever it is, who will send it to secondary security, and then both of us are going to start rushing to the teleportation port to get to the vault. Right?
Yeah, but quick question for you. When you're making this ideal, please don't make it be me be the central point.
I don't deal with other people.
I know that, but just don't make it, brains probably, or some form of intelligence on.
You'll be left out of my deal.
Thank
And
you.
so will Wedge.
Thank you.
So, that's correct though, right? That after I sending Stone the codes, Wedge and I both rush to our respective teleportation ports to get into the vault.
Yes.
Okay. Do we know how to use those?
Quack. Do you?
I mean, Florence has an idea how to use a sending stone.
Not the sending stones. The teleportation part.
Well, I can't help you with that. I'm not gonna be there.
You can show us how to use it now, though.
Can I?
Can you?
You're not very wizardy if you can't teach people how to use a scroll.
You know what? I could always just make a mishap with your instructions. You know that, right?
That's fine. Wedge has things in plan.
I was sarcastic.
That's okay. Wedge has things in plan.
Quack.
But I do have
So
our plan all written out.
Quack.
Hmm?
Donnie says that he might as well tell you how to get into the vault.
Yeah.
That way you know exactly how to use the port keys.
Yeah, cause too.
Quack. So Donnie says that at the edge of the tables, in the tip of that ship, there is going to be a specially colored stack of chips. All right.
So this is for the teleportation ports?
Mm-hmm. What you have to do is grab one of those chips, snap it, and say, "I'm a pretty princess."
Nice.
Yeah. We figured most people wouldn't do those actions or say those words in that, sequence.
And say, quote, "I'm a pretty princess"?
Yeah. We did have this one problem with Madonna, though. Da-dum, hitting the jokes.
Okay, Wedge, you have that.
Did
Wedge?
I don't know, does he?
Wedge.
I?
Do you want me to write it on your hand?
Say what?
Do you want me to write it on your hand?
Have fun.
What are we writing on my hand? That
How
I'm
to
a pretty
teleport?
princess?
How to teleport to the vault?
Yeah, say I'm a pretty princess.
What do you do before that?
Snap some guy's dick.
Not close. You're not correct.
No, I heard something about snapping.
Snapping is right. What you're going to want to do is go to this specially colored stack of chips at the head table of each chip. Grab a special colorful chip off of a stack and snap it and say, "I'm a pretty princess."
I mean, I don't think you're a princess, but we'll go with that.
Wedge.
See,
Wedge.
I knew. I see. I'm not gonna do this. Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to Bob for a second while these two.
Wait, are we
sort out
done?
things.
Are we done? Are we good?
Donnie
We solid?
says the only thing you'll have to be very careful about is the timing of your interactions. You'll have to realize it's going to take a little time for Florence to make it down to where Carlos is.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll want to make sure to get that password to her with not too much time for her to get in there, right? You're trying to give yourself the maximum amount of time to get into the vault and loot as much as possible, right?
Right.
So to do that, you only have a certain amount of time, roughly 15 to 20 minutes after you take the credentials from the head of finance. Because
Okay.
then it'll set off the security alarm, and then you will have a little bit of time after that, actually, where they act to get to you, etc., and figure it all out. But yeah, that is a thing. I just wanted to remind you.
Mhm.
And so you'll need to time those actions out, how much time it'll take for you to get the credentials versus them diving down there. And obviously that also depends on other things, and you might learn more as you go. That might change your plan. But I just wanted to remind you that the timing is a big deal for this one.
Yeah, I have written down in the margins we're going to quote unquote deal with security an hour before the heist, and I'm going to leave Florence with the poison team 45 minutes before the heist, and then I'm going to go up to the top corner and wait for the right time. Now, Florence is going to have the sending stone, right?
So you're actually going to have a couple different pairs of sending stones? Which is why it was important to decide who is going where, because sending stones basically work in pairs.
Okay, so would I have 2 stones?
You would have 2 stones, and then Wedge would also have 2 stones.
God damn it. Okay. Okay, this will be okay. We'll do this. It'll be totally fine.
To be
So-
fair, I mean, as long as you keep track of them, you'll be all right.
Oh, wait a minute. So they'll have a pair. Me, Florence, and who will have a pair?
You'll have 1.
Okay.
I don't think you need 2.
So I don't need a pair.
Yeah, so you just need 1, because you're the one who interacts with the plan, and you don't have any like password you're receiving. He's straight just opening the doors for you.
So now here's my question. Can Florence hang out outside of the vault door for a couple minutes?
I mean, theoretically, yes, but don't forget that Carlos is down there. And while we are poisoning him and distracting him, that's only going to work for so long against a Kraken.
Not only that, but Florence can swim, so it's not a big problem of holding her breath.
Yeah, holding
That's
your
not-
breath isn't really the issue. The real issue is Carlos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust me, she's not gonna drown, so...
Okay, so here's my idea. After I leave Florence with the poison team, I'm going to go up to the right corner and wait. And while I'm waiting, I'll have about 15 minutes before the heist starts is when I'll start making that deal with the Mind Flayer.
Gotcha.
That's the plan, at least. It might change when we learn more info about what he wants. So that way, hopefully, at the end of those 15 minutes, the heist will begin. The 10 minutes will start. I will message Wedge. But first, I want to, before I make the deal with Mind Flayer, I want to tell Florence that I'm going to be making the deal with the Mind Flayer. Get into position. I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work. I don't like splitting the party.
I mean, typically that's something you're not supposed to do is split the party.
This is true. However, this one is both a combination of keeping the party and splitting the party, but working together in tandem.
Okay. So is everyone comfortable? Everyone understand what their role is in this?
Yeah.
Florence?
Hmm?
You good?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Okay. So is there anything else we need to know, Donnie?
Whack. Donnie says that that's all he knows for now, but he will keep you
Cool.
updated if he can.
Cool. Where are our sending stones then?
I'm guessing Bob has them.
Bob might have them.
Quack. Yes, Bob has most of the stuff, actually.
Yeah.
All
Quack.
right.
Donnie says that he looks fly as hell, but has no pockets.
Yeah, I'm guessing only the portable hole on, yeah.
Quack.
I bet
Yeah,
it's your butthole.
Quack. Donnie says it's his one spot but you can't see it because he's already all black.
It's his butthole.
Black. Donnie would appreciate it if you don't talk about his butthole.
While they're
That makes
talking,
sense.
and while they're going about that, can Florence go on ahead to meet Bob?
I'll go with you.
You sure? You sure? You seem like you're having a nice conversation with
I'm good.
Donnie
I'm good.
about
Buttholes.
yeah.
Hun, we're not supposed to talk about his butthole.
You're the one that brought it up, and I'm just asking a simple question.
I'm good. So, let's go talk to Bob.
Yep.
We'll get the plan going. How exciting.
Quack.
What is that? What did he say?
He said, "Good luck."
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Mike.
Is Mike coming along with me, or am I just chilling without Mike?
You're gonna need some friends. Mike's gonna have to bring some people. Mike's also trying to figure out how to delete all these goddamn lines. There we go. Yeah. Anyway. God, where were we? Are we still in the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
in the
we're in
bottom.
that room. Okay. So Mike, Mike brings some friends along. We're not gonna animate it. And you guys actually, weren't you gonna go see Bob?
Yes.
Where the hell was Bob?
Bob
Hey,
was
the
up
help
here.
in the top left. Yep. All right. So, oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I'm like, why? There we go. Mike. Wee.
Whee! I'm flying. I'm flying, Mike. I'm flying.
Mike. The other Modrons all go, shame, 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 shame.
Whoa!
No.
He's a good boy.
I'm surprised Michael's not chiming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Florence is just like, no, that is not a. He's pretty amazing. At least make it.
So I approach Bob.
Yeah.
Hello.
So,
I'm Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Do you remember me?
Yes, kind of.
Wonderful. So do you remember Florence?
yeah. Yeah, he does remember me.
Okay. So she's gonna need for our super secret fun time that we're gonna have later. She needs just whatever she asks for.
Does she remember what she had asked for?
More or less. I'm gonna need some armor and a weapon, more preferably a rapier.
Do you remember what we had you ask what you asked for last time though? Like what specifically?
There was a lot of were referenced, so there is a lot of weapons. But we'll talk about the weapons. How about that? We could go to the weapons first. What? Because I know I wanted a rapier, but I don't know which ones are in the catalog.
Well, let's go to our special catalog. As for rapiers, we have some basic plus ones, such as our vicious rapier.
Yeah, yes, vicious weapon. What else kind? Other than that.
See, besides this, We have some blood spears, boomerangs, greater silver swords.
Wedge, do you want anything?
We have a javelin of lightning. One of my favorites.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Let's see, what else is in our list?
While they're doing that, I'm just sitting down, idly strumming my new lute.
We have the Mind Lash and the Mind Blade. Always great for specific people. We have the Piercer Blade. Oh, right, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And we have some scimitars. We have
Just like I said, just rape. Anything else?
well, I mean, above rapiers, I think we just have the basic +1 rapier.
Yeah, no, there's not much for it. Let me see. Trust me, it is hard to find a deep weapon or something.
We do have a dancing rapier, but it does require attunement.
Of course, a dance.
Dancing rapier sounds fun.
What does it do per se? Since,
It hovers and flies around to attack.
yeah, kind of.
It's a fun little rapier.
It sounds very fun.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, those are all the rapiers we have.
I would pick a trident, but it's just, bad. Not much on the
I
strength.
love the look, though.
Of what?
Of you with a trident.
Oh no, I know that, but there is. It's just how that can be, though.
Exactly.
Oh no, I know that tridents are nice.
Lean into your aesthetic.
Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, me trying to throw a trident. It's like me throwing a spear.
She
That
just
is.
blinks at you.
Right. You have not seen me try to throw a. It's not the best. Let's just run it.
Okay.
It's not the best. Oh god.
So do you want the +1 javelin then?
I mean, you said that you had some nice armor. You said glamored studded leather, right?
That's what I have.
Yeah, that could work. I mean, unless you have something else other than the studded leather.
I mean, we have a couple of things, but it all depends on what you're looking for. I could list out many, many things.
Okay, let's keep simple. Some studded leather, something light armor.
Studded leather. All right, armor light. Unfortunately, it looks like the glamored studded armor is pretty much one of the only ones we'll have for that one. We do have some other armors, but unfortunately not in studded. We also have a good assortment of shields.
Can't use really shields.
Wedge, do you want any armor? Wedge,
No, I don't need armor.
do you want any weapons?
Unless they happen to have a short sword that will make killing people a lot easier.
Bob?
Yeah, that was what to say.
No, but they might have
Bob, do you have-
a bow so you can use your fantastical abilities.
I mean, what kind of magical bow do you got?
I don't know. Probably a crap
Or-
one because they're all garbage. Snake!
And it has to be a long bow. It can't be a short bow. Short bows are absolute fucking trash. Same with crossbows.
All garbage.
Hey, I have a crossbow.
Oh, you
They're...
have that covered.
Oh, wait, what is this one? We do have some smoldering armor, which is high.
I mean, aesthetically, smoldering armor looks pretty damn.
True, but like,
But it doesn't give any actual, statistical bonuses.
You could do the spiked versions of those,
Yeah.
or the smoldering. I mean, it just looks cool, But yes, we unfortunately just have some very basic armors here.
so I'll take the glamored studded leather.
Well, at least in studded. We do have like mithril and stuff, but yeah. So glamored studded it is. We hope this investment is well worth it.
I think it will be.
Yeah, same.
So Wedge, do you want any bows? Anything? Look at your bows.
You can. I mean, there's some, but most of them are, short bows or crossbows, or not crossbows. They even left crossbows. They're just all garbage.
And there is no longbows that he can use? I mean, you want some help looking for a longbow?
We do have an oath bow, but it's a little funky.
An oath bow.
He... Floor starts snickering. He hates it. Yeah, I'm staying out of that. You have fun with that. I refuse to be in the middle of that. Anymore, and he's going to look like he's ready to throw someone out the window.
So the oath bow. It's a long bow. And it does require attunement, but when you knock an arrow to the bow and whisper in Elvish, "Swift defeat to my enemies," then use it to make an attack range, you can say, "Swift death to you who have wronged me," and the target of your attack becomes your sworn enemy until it dies, or until dawn 7 days later. You only have one such sworn enemy at a time, and when they die, you can choose a new one after the next dawn. When you make the attack roll, you have advantage on the roll. In addition, they gain no benefit from cover other than total cover, and you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. If the attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage. While your sworn enemy lives, you have disadvantage on attack rolls. Yeah.
Floors is just like, kind of whispers to Bob, hopefully that doesn't include any that's an elf, right?
Basically, it's whoever I decide is my sworn enemy.
Yeah.
It's the new sworn enemy machine.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take the oath bow.
Good. Good.
I
We've
live
been
for
trying
this
to
choice
get
you
rid of
just
that
made.
one.
Yeah. Oh god.
Just ignore anything I said. So yeah, he hands you the oath bow. He says, "Good luck." It does require attunement, but good bow. I call it Bowie. David
I
Bowie.
think we have enough time. You know, I'm actually think I'm going to sit here and start attuning to it.
Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna find a freaking weapon that actually works.
And in return, I'm gonna give him the regular longbow that I had on
He's going to look at it and gasp, and then put it away.
me.
Good. Good, he's happy.
Right.
A level 5 with oath bow.
So
Jesus Christ.
while you see through it, I mean, it's really not. For the reason I wasn't too mad about giving it to you is you already have all those abilities.
Yeah,
You already have
especially-
the ability to ignore cover and basically make attacks at any range. The only thing is now this lets you once a day decide that person gets an extra 3d6 damage when I hit them.
Exactly, and which is really a hunter's mark without the concentration.
Pretty much, yeah. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But once again, it's why I was like, it is and isn't too rough. But I've also put you guys in some serious situations, so it doesn't make sense to put you in serious situations without giving you tools and abilities to function in those situations.
Now, the only running gag joke is I could see one sword probably Florence could probably rock with. That isn't a rapier.
I bet you I know which one it was.
What is it?
I gotta look back through this list because it
I'm
was one of the.
going to,
Because I was looking
momentarily-
through all of the ones magic items with finesse because I know that's what you're looking for.
Yeah,
I'm,
but the problem is the catch-22 for this item.
I'm going to take a moment and pause my attunement to look at both Carly and Florence. I'm gonna need one of you to teach me how to say some stuff in Elvish.
Filthy
Lord.
Nelves.
Oh, I thought you.
Because I don't know how to speak Elvish.
See, that's a thing.
Sorry, what? Florence looks at Carly and it's just like, wait, what? You're happy as
If you teach it to me, I promise not to use it against you.
You want me to teach you Elvish?
Yes, how about this?
Just two certain phrases in Elvish.
I love
I
too
teach him
that
the
it's,
phrases.
that was the other reason she was laughing when I was mentioning it. She's just like, you can't use it.
I teach him the phrases.
Okay.
Oh, that
provided-
was the one I was thinking of, the sun sword, but it might not have been that one.
Yeah, it is what you're seeing what the catch-22 for me would be.
Yeah, I did. Like I
And
said, it
I'm
was
like-
the exact one too, because like I said, I was scanning through and I'm looking for fucking finesse weapons, but they hate making magical finesse weapons apparently.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Well, there's
"Hey."
just certain weapons like bows don't get any love. There's like 2 bows in this whole list. It's awful. I'm gonna start making more custom magic weapons, but for this one, I didn't want to do anything too crazy, so I wanted to use a couple of classics. There was something else I saw, but it was a spear, I think, and not a rapier.
Yeah, but if I'm guessing let me guess what spirit was. Was it the trident of No, that's let me see.
While you two are shopping, or while you are shopping, I teach Wedge the phrases.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's the
Yay.
blood spear.
Uh
No, that's not it. It doesn't have finesse. It's not the blood spear.
see, even your feel now you know what I feel. Is the pain in the ass
Maybe I'm-
marks. Cause the only other one I can think of
Did find a dagger, but that's not very helpful.
yeah, no, that ain't no I'm not no.
Once
offense,
again,
but
it
that-
really does come down to that vicious rapier, unfortunately. Oh, I did. That's right. This was one I'd found, but it's a
Here's
battle
the thing,
axe.
though. The vicious weapons suck ass.
They do, though.
Yeah, that's
Because
why
the only the time their magic effect takes place is if you score a critical hit.
exactly, not 20, in which let's put this in perspective.
Let me check this one out.
She
God,
is watching your
those are
phone
just
intently.
so much goddamn. The problem is the things that are decent are too good. Like I
Yeah,
could,
they don't have an in between.
yeah, like if I could make a degraded, like, well, to be fair, I just did, so I guess I could do it again.
I mean, you can make a degraded version of the Sunblade, I think, because
Oh, you know what? I didn't see this, but Flame Tongue technically fits your standard, doesn't it?
flame tongue.
I mean, technically, you can give flame tongue to any weapon.
Yeah, I could just give you a Flame Tongue Rapier, or technically Frostbrand, because I did have both of those options available, and they
Or if she
are
doesn't want
versatile.
fire or ice, you could just rename it to like Thunderbrand or something and give it thunder damage.
It's true. You could just add that to a regular rapier,
Or sonic damage.
because technically rapiers are swords.
No, rapiers are just really long daggers because you stab with them. You can't slash with.
They're just ice picks.
Son of a gun.
All right, I'll be right back while you finish that up and discuss your plans a little more among yourself. Also, because I have to use the bathroom. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh gosh, if I just had the ability to get short swords, or at least some form of more melee weapons, that'd be very nice.
How do you think I feel? The only thing I get is Oath Bow, and it's only good against one target.
Buddy.
Oh, poor baby.
Because in order for me to use Sworn Enemy again, I have to wait till dawn of the next day after I kill my Sworn Enemy.
Here, sir.
Or after 7 days if I fail to kill it.
So don't fail.
Yeah, don't screw up. That's even more intense.
Get
Well,
good
it looks
again.
like I'm gonna have to get stronger Venom so I can do, more than 3d8 or half of that on failed saves. So I can combine that with my Sworn Enemy and just do tons of damage.
By the way, where's your snake?
Yeah, no, that is the golden question that we know. Yeah, I love how that's just brought up now. Now everyone's realizing it. I'm just waiting to see what someone actually bring it up.
He's somewhere.
Oh gosh.
Okay. As long as you're not worried.
I'm not worried. It's Sarah's show.
Okay.
Speaking of, I need to have that Sahagin Prince kick the shit out of all of you.
That's true. Yeah.
I've been wondering when you were gonna do it. I'm just waiting. I was just waiting for it.
I assumed you were sick, so I just figured it was on the back burner while you were sick.
Yeah. That's same.
Yeah, with things going on, with how they have been going on, it kind of has been on the back burner.
Yes.
Okay. But Wedge,
Yes.
you do know. Once you get the code from me, you put the code in, you tell the other team your code. Okay? Or
Who's the
whatever
other
it is. The other team is the one who is up on the upper left, who's in the secondary security room.
Uh-huh.
Once that happens, you leave. And you book it to the teleportation point, which is where the stack of colorful chips is. And then what do you say?
I'm a pretty princess.
Correct. After doing what?
Snapping a chip.
Yes. Very good. I'm so proud of you. So,
I don't even know where our characters are on the map right now. I can't
Really?
find them.
we're like sitting
Oh, never mind.
outside of Bob's little area.
I found them. I was in the wrong corner.
So, Florence, you're solid on your end.
Yes.
Cool.
You already know that I'm kind of chill, but being, the distraction.
Bait.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. So finesse way of putting it.
I mean, I'm a bard. That's sort of my whole deal.
You know I'm being BS, right? I already know that that's a boatload of BS.
I would never give you BS.
Liar.
Honey,
I would
you've
never
been
lie.
bull.
Look at this face. Look at this face. It's adorable, almost angelic.
Oh
There's no way this face would lie to you.
Oh gosh, not great at crap.
I mean, she's trying it.
Dear gosh, don't you dare. I'm looking to it. I think the only other thing is probably if we want to lead into tridents, is there's a few tridents we can run with, one of them being wave, and I think the other one was some other one.
Bidens are better than tridents.
Wait, what is?
A Biden.
I don't think there is one in this game.
Oh, there's Bidens. You just gotta have the right books.
I high key thought you were talking about the future president.
Bidens, not Biden.
I thought you said Biden.
No.
Sorry about that, guys. Bodily functions and whatnot.
Yeah, no, you're
It's
fine.
all good, dude.
You're fine. You're fine. We're sitting here just wondering a lot of crap.
Oh God, what are we wondering?
Them being says. In the meantime, I'm thinking of what the. I'm trying to find something. I mean, I would like to get the one thing that, like I said, but the thing is, I'm trying to find some way to.
I'd have to downgrade it because it's a legendary, isn't it?
What?
The
Sun...
yeah, the Sunblade.
No.
Thinking of a different one then?
I think you're thinking of the Sun Sword.
That's probably the one I'm thinking of.
Sun Sword and Sunblade, the only difference with the Sunblade is it's not sentient. That's the only reason why it's up to Legendary is because of the sentience and probably the restoration stuff. If I remember correctly, the let me where's the restoration? Does it even get the restoration shit, or am I thinking of the custom that I had gotten at one point on another character?
I think restoration might have been custom because I'm running over it now.
No, there is a restoration I thought I saw at one point, because I know I read it at one point.
It might be bonus action for a pure radiant blade. If you're proficient with the Sunblade, if you're proficient with short swords or long swords, +2 to damage rolls. Which deals radiant instead of, and then the target takes 1d8 radiant, emits bright light. While it persists, you can expand it to a maximum of 30 feet, proficiency.
Sword, let me see. See, this is why I was like, I thought I saw it at one point, because it was. Maybe it was. I'm thinking, why do I feel like I'm thinking of something else? Why do I feel like I'm thinking of something?
Might be another blade. I don't think it's the Sunblade. Well, for the restoration part.
Seriously, I would. Only other one I would recommend, but that one has an entombment recommendation, which I don't think I would go for either way. Damage.
Oh, I have hiccups.
How dare.
I mean, only other one I would see is the Luck Blade, but that one's pressing it. Really
Yeah.
freaking.
That one's a pretty good blade. That one's definitely a legendary. I'd have to downgrade it.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I mean, the Achilles, the other blade would probably work too, but the thing is, that one's rare at most, and I know for a fact I'm not crazy about it.
So I'd be fine giving you a downgraded version of the Luck Blade. I just have to cut off the wish spell part.
Oh gosh.
But then it's just a plus basically to your proficiency on saving throws. I mean, it also gives a +1, but
Yeah. I was wondering if there was an item that gives you proficiencies in short swords, at least short swords. Then again, quick question. All those spell stored slots, spell stored,
mm-hmm.
from winning. Cuz I know we got some of those. Any chance there's some way of, exchanging them for martial weapon mastery, or at least a short sword? Or, come on, I am thinking numbers here. That's the only other thing I can think of without just going nuts.
Looking for solutions right now.
Yeah,
Because you're not the only wizard who has asked this question.
Oh, shoot. Yes.
Man, it's almost like you should, multi-class into something that gives you proficiency with simple weapons.
You could also just grab an extra feat to do it, but...
Well, that too.
I mean, technically I could just put one level into fighter and not call it a day, but do you really want me to be the fighter here? Think about that for a second. Do you really want me to be the...
at least you'd be useful in combat.
Oh,
shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, really? You want to say that again? What? Like I said, you go deal with the mind flayer and tell me that again. Answer it again.
I'm already dealing with the guards.
Excuse me, I'm dealing with the mind flayer, and all three of us are dealing with the guard. You're going first, then.
I mean, he started that one because he started shit.
If you're gonna continue shit, be accurate. I'm dealing with the mind flayer.
I know that, but I'm just saying, if he's going to talk crap, then he started that dealing with the guards crap.
I mean, if I need to, I'll deal with the mind flayer after I deal with the guards.
Shit, the mind flayer might look at you and laugh his ass off.
Only one way to find out.
That's okay. I trust my 17 wisdom score.
Of course you do.
Okay. Well, you heard him. I said nothing else. I just rest my case.
If only you were a high elf or a wood elf.
I also trust my +17 to stealth.
I mean, if I had, like I said.
This doesn't help you now, but you can technically just train for it. If you spend I think it's like 46 days. Yeah, 1d4 6 days, you can gain proficiency with a weapon or a skill.
Let me see.
It should be, I think the thing I'm referencing is on DMG 231.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Kraken.
To be fair, we are not defeating Carlos. That would be a way bigger mission.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are we gonna do?
It's okay. It's okay. I'll use my oath bow to kill him. I don't think I have enough arrows for that.
No, you do not.
Here's the plan.
I have 36 arrows left.
To be fair, you know what you could do, right? But I'm not gonna.
If you hit all of those arrows with crits, you could probably kill him.
You gotta remember, some of those are also poisoned with Sarashow's venom.
I'm not sure if the Kraken is immune to poison or not. Probably not.
Well, if he was immune to poison, then there's no point in drugging him.
Drugs and poison aren't the same thing, god damn it. People think they are. But it's the same thing as like poison and venom not being the same thing.
Caffeine is a poison.
I mean, it's also a drug.
But you just said they're not the same.
I didn't say they weren't always the same.
You're a beast.
Oh, no, he can do it in less than 30 arrows. As long as they all hit and, do good damage.
Well, let's see here.
But so you're going to
The real question is getting away from his lightning storm.
Can I stay 600 feet away from him?
I mean, you can try. I don't know how fast his movement speed is, but it's probably not that big, right?
I'm gonna leave that alone before I literally face.
It really isn't that big.
Because as a level 5 ranger, I can attack twice per round.
Quick question, Axel. Are you taking into account that Florence's intelligence modifier?
No.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Because if I remember, am I reading it right? But with DMG, right? Any chance I can get the link to the DMG on that page?
Sure, let me see if I can find it.
Let me see. No. Shield training.
So I can get the link to the thing, but I don't actually think it'll let me link the exact page.
But it's downtime training, Xanathar's guide, or the Dungeon.
There's probably another section in Xanthars that amends it, but I think the one that's in mine I'm talking about is the DMG. It should be 230? Oh god. Training. Oh god, how do I zoom?
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, so character might be offered blah 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 in lieu of financial reward.
This kind of training isn't widely available and thus highly desirable. Perhaps trade. Recluse.
Yeah. So this is basically the section that deals with it. This is a slower way to get it, but this is a way to do it.
Yeah, but it does not explain that because Xanathar's guide expands on it, I think.
I mean, it expands it, but it's one of those
Given free time. Because it does tell about the cost being, roughly.
Yeah, that's also cost. That's assuming that you're paying for it, though.
Yeah.
As opposed to maybe getting it as a reward. Well, training involved the teacher every 10 work weeks spent in training being a 10% chance of complication. See, and this one is a much larger time frame when you look at it like that.
Yeah, as well as it does, but this number is reduced by the work week of equal to character modifier. An intelligence penalty doesn't increase the time needed though.
Yeah, so it would decrease your time by a matter of weeks.
Yeah, from what I'm understanding.
So they're saying to the modifier, reduced. At least 10 reduced by your modifier, which is what, 3 or 4?
For intelligence?
Yeah.
For intelligence, 4.
So it would be reduced to 6 by that mark, which is a work week, which is only 5 days. So that's 5 by 6, so it'll take you like a month to learn how to use this, which kind of makes sense. Take you a month to learn the sword. That's one way to do it without actually having to, give up resources. Just a little bit of time.
Yeah, which, I mean, I highly doubt Bob is going to let me take this sword for later. Bob is going to be like, nah, if you can't use it, why the hell are you buying it?
It's like, why do you need... I don't know, Bob doesn't ask questions.
Okay.
except for do you got the money? Which obviously he's not asking that this time, but usually that's the only question Bob asks.
Yeah.
Also, do you know about pottery?
Sadly, no, but I do know how to swim.
Alright,
So I just did a whole bunch of rolls
Hmm?
for test damages and stuff. I'm averaging about 17 damage a hit without the poison from Sarasho.
Right.
And the highest I can do non-crit is 30.
So,
The lowest I can do non-crit is 8. But
you
yeah, I'm
have
averaging
luckily
17.
magical attacks now, or else you would do no damage besides poisoning. Because I forgot this dude's immune to lightning, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
Like I said, I mean, but still, I'm gonna need a weapon to use. Be able to use. That's the key term here. Which I still think that is a ripoff. That they have barely any, and they have how many books released? Nothing for hardly a
Yeah,
rapier.
they just don't
That's-
like rapiers. They don't like making new weapons, which is weird to me.
You're not making new weapons. You're making ones for Ace. Ay, ay, ay.
Nah, V2 baby.
Funny enough, there is a weapon called Bob, but it's a battle axe. So it'd make his day a little bit. I mean, that'd be an interesting conversation to have while looking through that. Hey, did you know that they named a weapon after you?
That must feel good.
No, they named a weapon after you, not me.
Yay!
Yeah,
Was
and
it
she kind of
Bob? I didn't know they would name a weapon Bob.
Yeah, no, and she points to it, and she is the like the battle axe.
Oh,
Bob.
yeah.
Oh, I also forgot if I wanted to, I could use Hail of Thorns for an additional 1d10 damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, and now I remember where I'm getting that lesser restoration from. Dawnbringer.
Hmm.
That's another. It's the legendary variation. That's essentially it.
Wait,
But it has,
you know,
like,
I've never,
there's, like-
I have never
Yeah.
checked this, and I need to.
Yeah, there's a.
No, it's
there's,
just something else. Something else.
Oh,
About how big is that area that Carlos is in? Like, is it confined to a certain area?
Yeah, he's in the pool that surrounds this place.
so I knew I was losing my.
About how big is that?
Yeah, it's like a lake. It's probably a couple hundred
Diameter.
feet.
I was gonna say, because I forgot, I have the spell Silence, which covers a 120-foot area.
Go figure. Dawnbringer. No wonder I was like, wait a minute. I know I'm not losing my mind. There's like 3 names for this kind of weapon? The heck? That's the kicker of the year.
I mean, silence is an interesting spell. I'm not sure if it would stop his magic because I don't know if his has any verbal components.
You would think it would, considering almost every single spell in existence has a verbal component.
Yeah, but most creatures don't have to speak spells. They just use them as natural abilities.
Yeah.
Then what's the point of calling them spells then? Just call them natural fucking abilities.
Well, they say it under their description as uses spell as a natural ability. Some of them
Or
do
at
cast.
will.
Some of them do cast spells like the Mind Flayer, but that's different.
It's at will or psionics. I could sit here and be smartass, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
At will is kind of a liberal term because usually there's a cooldown period, so technically it's not at will.
Also, I don't think the Kraken is a magically focused creature. It has one magic spell, I think.
Let me see.
Which it's not a spell, it's just natural lightning storm. What it's really focused on is it actually does its big focus in fighting is fling, it looks like.
Fling.
So one of its legendary actions, as well as an action it can just change for one of its regular attacks, is fling, in which one large or smaller object held or creature grappled by the Kraken is thrown up to 60 feet in a random direction and knocked prone. If a thrown target strikes a solid surface, the target takes 3 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it was thrown. And if the target is thrown at another creature, that creature must succeed on a D. How? If it's thrown in a random direction, how do you determine if it's thrown at somebody?
Basically, it sounds like it's based entirely off of a D100.
This is so random. But yeah, so basically then they have to succeed on a dexterity throw or be knocked prone. And he can do that all the goddamn time because it's a legendary action, so he can do it on your turn, my turn, everybody's turn.
But how many legendary? He only gets 3 legendary actions.
He does, but that's every round.
Every time he gets to his turn, it refreshes.
So that means every time in between, every battle round, he gets a new set of legendary actions, and Tentacle only uses one use of it. Lightning Storm costs 2, though. He also ignores difficult terrain and cannot have his speed reduced or restrained. Huh. That's just weird stuff they add to some of the creatures. Also, don't forget, this is a named Kraken. This is Carlos the Kraken. He's probably got some stuff hidden up his butt.
Really? Really? You're gonna start crying now because mommy has to go to bed? You a bitch.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to look at.
The rapier thing I was talking about? Not rapier, but longsword?
I still was looking through a bunch of them, but there's just nothing that we could do to give you the power immediately, basically. There's no spells or magic items that give you proficiencies.
I mean, not one that would be within reason. Makes sense.
I said I could invent a new one. That would be about it.
We're in a casino that deals with proficiencies, right? Why not just gamble a proficiency?
I was thinking that, but I was like, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I was just like, that's what I was kind of pointing to with the fact that she has those spell things, spell slots, stored spell slots thing.
But that's gambling, not really exchanging.
That's what I was saying. She can exchange them for it.
No. This is a casino. They gamble here. They don't really exchange. Would you pick up what I'm putting down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Again, you did make that wisecrack joke earlier of.
I feel like a chaotic evil character should not have oath, though.
Look, man. You have an oath to be totally evil and chaotic, man. You vowed it.
Oh, God.
You don't said it.
I'm chaotic neutral. I can use what the winds tell me I can use.
You see what
and actually you're the winds.
I
You're
am the wind. Yay.
Oh, weapon of certain death. That's reasonable.
That's, I guess, pretty much all I know.
It's gonna be so ridiculous when Wedge gets higher level and starts going into Scout. Oh my god. Adding that sneak attack damage onto it with... Oh.
I think While Carly's just staring at Wedge, acclimating himself to his bow, and I'm like, I think Wedge might need to get a room.
Now you're just thinking of that joke?
Yeah. Listen,
Oh,
great comedy sometimes takes time.
Ooh.
What about the Sword of Wounding? It could be any sword, so it could be a rapier.
True.
a rapier is not a sword; it's a long dagger.
It's an ice pick.
I swear to gosh, I'm gonna bash
It's an oddly shaped ice pick because you stab, not slash.
You have a short dagger.
I swear to gosh, I'm bapping both of you on.
I'm kidding, Michael. I love you.
Hey.
Hey, that joke was directed at Wedge.
Eh.
I mean, I'd be alright with doing a Sword of Wounding rapier.
Yeah, that's either that or. I mean, you can also do 9 Life Stealer. It's the only other thing I can think of. I am sorry if I'm making you look through a lot of weapons.
You could do this one technically. Although this one is a very rare sword, so it's still pretty out there for your level.
Yeah, I get that.
I'd be alright with it, especially just because it only has so many charges.
Yeah.
And you usually have to roll it at the start of the sword.
At the start of the day, sort of deal.
Actually, the 9 Life Stealer is a permanent stat. It's yeah, so once you use the 9 lives, it's done. Yeah.
Shoot.
When the sword has no charges remaining, it loses this property.
Well, then.
It does retain its original bonus damage and attack rolls, though, which is why I'm alright with you keeping it, because it's a nice kind of trump card if you're lucky, but
Yeah.
it's something that you also can't necessarily tell just by looking at something. Although, in general, you can tell some things are just,
I mean,
weaker
like,
than that. Yeah.
it's either that or the sort of wounding, but the thing about the wounding thing is. It's okay.
The wounding thing is supposed to be more of a drawn-out weapon.
I mean, that would work. I mean, that's the only other thing I can think of. Only other thing I can think of is one more thing from him, but it's more of an amulet. I'm not even looking for the one ring that they have on there. I'm not gonna try going for that. I'm trying to keep this down to a minimum. As much as the ring of regeneration is nice, I already know that is not happening.
Yeah, no, that was a little too OP for you guys right now.
But the amulet of health?
If I remember correctly.
I mean, it's good for the local wizard to have HP.
It's also a rare item. Not necessarily very rare. It's actually a wondrous rare item, too.
Yeah.
I think it's still a little bit outside of your guys' current purview. That's more of a level 10 item.
10.
Yeah.
10, okay.
It's usually where I would start introducing an amulet that could max out your ability score. It's funny that they have that one, but there's not an equivalent one for every stat.
I mean,
Yeah, to my knowledge, there's only that one, and then there's a few of them for strength. But I believe there's the strength one's also required to be paired with another magical item. Because I believe it's the Storm Giant Belt and some hammer that goes with it.
but let's see. Do you have the... Yeah, they don't have much for the other ones, like the other stats, but they do have things, books. If I remember correctly, because I remember looking at it for a
Yeah,
brief
some
second.
of the
'Cause,
books have some stuff because they're aren't they consumables though? A lot of them you read them and then you are granted the power from the book or whatever.
I'm trying to think because I did see a book.
There are a few of those, but I think those also have a limit that goes up to 20. I don't think they can take you above 20.
Oh, actually, here it is. Here it is. Tome of Clear Mind, Tome of Leadership and Influence, Tome of Steel Tongue, Tome of Understanding. You would have to spend 48 hours, though, over a period of 6 or days or fewer to studying the book's content. As well as the maximum for that score goes up by 2.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe you are limited to only one book per stat.
Mm-mm. It doesn't say that. I think you're thinking of those legendary books, though.
Could be. I don't know. There's a lot of D&D items that I don't play around.
I mean, Axel, pointed out. Because there is a stilled tone. Oh no, this is the legendary book. The tome of the stilled tongue is the one that probably, that is only allowed to wizards, and it's legendary. That's the legendary one, in which I don't think Axel would no way in hell would give it to me. And even if he did, no way in hell I would take it. It's from the. Yeah, no, I already know who it's from, and I'm looking at it. I'm slowly thinking, no. No.
Nerd.
How am I a nerd?
Because you're not taking your, like, really cool wizard book.
I'm not taking that book, especially it's from, there's an asshole. There's a reason why I'm not taking it.
I don't know what that is, so to me, you're just a nerd.
Okay, then, so fine then, you don't want the Tome of Leadership and Influence then.
I do want that book.
No, you don't. It's
What?
It's not meant for bards.
Lots of things aren't meant for bards, but I have them.
Technically, due to Bard being how they are,
Yeah, I know I'm being a smartass too.
anything's open to Bards.
I know.
Everything is made for me.
Oh my gosh, get the heck out of here with that shit.
Everything is
Bards are
made for
jack of all
me.
trades bullshit.
See.
I'm so cool. I'm so good. Except I'm chaotic neutral.
Oh god. So, let me go back to what I was not trying to laugh my ass off over. Oh gosh.
Everything is made for me.
So any chance girl is gonna get me the the sunblade thing and maybe the weapon?
Sunblade?
Yeah. Cause maybe I can take it for later.
He says he guesses he could give you the Sunblade, but you're gonna have to owe him a favor that he will call upon at a future date.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. No,
Damn.
no.
You'd be surprised how often people accept those open favors, man.
Yeah,
Hey, Bob, can I have a bag of holding?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
there's that. Yeah, no, we were about to get into that. Me talking a lot of crap. I think you're just laughing my ass off. You know, we need those bag of holdings.
At least one.
Or yeah, do nice. What else could be nice? Mm. What else?
So I was just thinking about buying Hades.
That's pretty good.
I've been playing it for the
Yeah.
last 17 hours.
Yeah, no, I've been seeing how has the torture been for you?
I put on God mode, and I still haven't beaten Hades in 34 attempts.
Which one's God mode? Is that the hardest one? I did the hardest one.
No, that's the easy one.
Oh,
God mode is basically like you start with like a base 20% resistance, but then every time you die, you get 2 additional points of resistance against all damage until you get to 80, and then it's capped. I haven't reached the cap yet.
I'm in
Oh no.
I'm in the hardest mode you can do. I'm this close to fucking beating the game. Goddamn asshole had a third phase.
Oh, let me guess. Your deal? No, you got the pack to pain.
Yeah, whatever, the hardest 5 all the
Yeah,
time.
no, that is the hardest thing because
Yep.
you can set the difficult. Yeah, no, that is a.
I always set my game to the hardest difficulty.
I have not,
always
but
set-
I have unlocked it in the form of dealing with Hades about 4 different times.
Yeah, he's
I always
a little tough on the hardest version. I probably would have beat him already on the regular versions because not all the modifiers, but yeah, on the hardest version he's a little asshole.
Yeah, no, I know that he's an asshole.
I
just
always
died in
set my
Dead by
games-
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, it's
I
a
always
pretty good
set
game.
my games to the easiest difficulty because I like playing games for fun.
Yeah, but
The
I
lowest
have fun having
difficulty
a
I'll go is
challenge.
normal.
There are 4 people talking at once there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
including both of my split personalities and the third one.
But what were you saying? One at a time. Axel, what were you saying?
Who remembers?
No, I think he
Fair.
was saying he enjoys his games hard and miserable, but he enjoys the fun of it.
Yeah, if it's too easy, it's boring.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
It's like
I like the
playing
story.
Minecraft.
Oh no, I like the story too.
It has to have a really good story to keep me entertained. I don't think I've ever played a game that I would have played just for the story to date.
Yeah,
But
no,
that's why.
Okay, wait. All right, I take it back. Gears 3. It's the only one.
What about
See-
Gears 5?
Fuck that one. Fuck all the other Gears stories. Seriously, though, most of the Gears story is not great. just and that's coming from a guy who loves Gears of War. Just
See, I can't say anything about it because the only one I've ever played is Gears 5.
yeah, it's because you're garbage.
No, it's because I didn't own an Xbox. I owned a PS3.
Like I just said. Fucking weebs.
What a
Yeah.
dick.
And then I play Hades right in the middle as a normal mode and just want to beat the freaking story and deal with him later.
I mean, that's some. Here's my thing. I play for personal, right, on the hardest version basically there is. Or I guess the first one I play through is the hardest version. Then I'll go through on normal when I have to
I
do
do
like
normal.
extra stuff.
I started playing on normal, but then I was like, man, I'm getting frustrated. I'm gonna put on God mode. And
if you
then
think
I
you're
immediately-
frustrated, did
I
you
immediately go to the second phase of Hades.
Oh man,
I
there's
freaked out the whole time.
yeah,
Oh.
it's pretty easy once you start taking off some of those side things, or when you start like upgrading your person, because
Yeah.
to start off with, it's basically damn impossible on packed mode. You got to get extra
Yeah.
health and shit. There's like no goddamn way. You take as much damage in like one hit from some of those bosses as you
Oh.
have in the original one. It's too much. I mean, there's ways, but I'm sure. But fuck, man, that shit is rough on the pack mode.
Yeah,
I tried a
no.
little bit, I think, on non-pack mode, but I quickly was like, "This, I'm going back to the other one."
Yeah, no, I ran it without the pack mode, and I still have a hard time because shoot.
I have a hard time because I'm bad at games.
I mean, that's not necessarily true.
That's not necessarily true. But yeah, though.
Always got to hit people with that necessarily.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
just
you don't know my life.
You don't know that. I don't, but I also don't not know that. Alrighty, so now what?
Oh right, the bags of holdings or a bag of holding or something of the essence of something along that lines. Do we all get a bag of holding, or does everyone just kind of get a sure one? Just gotta be a kind of dangerous.
Alright, so... Wait, which one did we decide on again?
We want a bag of holding. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
No. First deal with this bag holding.
Yeah, that's fine. I can give you 2 bags of holding.
Awesome.
I can't do 3.
Can
Well-
then we just give Wedge a really big bag?
I mean, I have this sack back here that we used to carry people in.
That seems good. He's the
Yeah.
strongest of us, so I think that should work.
Yeah.
Alright, you want the
Mhm.
people sack? That's what I call it.
The what sack?
The people sack.
Yeah, and then 2 bags of holding.
Alrighty. And, I don't suppose you have any money for this one either, huh?
No.
That's what I thought. Well, I guess I can give him to you on the thing, but this is cutting into your share. I just hope you all know that.
It's not that we're doing this on purpose. It's just that we didn't. We kind of got. There's an interesting story that this is not the time or the place to have it, but it'd be an interesting story to share if you're interested in hearing it at a later date.
I mean, when you got time, maybe.
Yeah, it's an interesting story. Involves a carnival, a mimic that ate all of our shit, and now
We
we're
came here
trying to-
naked.
Yeah, essentially.
Anyway, so the head of financials.
I like how we're
Here's a
so
bit of
chill
a-
about that story. At least giving you the synopsis of that story.
Yeah. Totally normal. We've been through a traumatic event. That's totally normal.
Yeah.
So Bob, what do you know about the head of financials?
That's the next thing.
Well, I actually don't know shit about him. You're gonna have to talk to one of our correspondents in the field.
Correspondence in the fields. Would you point them out to one of us?
Well, you can't, really see him right from particularly here because he's hiding out. He should be in one of the rooms in the suite on the opposite side of us. You'll have to go in you're gonna have to look around for him. We try to keep this as hush hush as we can, so I'm not exactly sure who it is. You could ask Donnie, but I have a feeling that Donnie doesn't know either.
I don't think Donnie knows.
Quack, Donnie feels insulted that you would assume that, but he doesn't.
You're racist, Donnie. I don't care about hurting your feelings.
Quack, Donnie says racists have feelings too.
So they're over here?
Yes.
Over here, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Back in that area, one of those rooms.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
So, do you know anything about how I would be able to tell that this is the person we're looking for?
And he'd probably just walk up with Donnie.
Okay. I will pick up Donnie. I don't want these, but I want to keep these. I don't want these, want to keep these. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Good luck.
Wait a minute. Did I ever
Okay.
get my weapon? No.
Oh yeah, I thought you dealt with that.
No, I didn't. No, I did not grab that weapon yet, though.
Which one did you want?
Oops.
And that's why.
You know what?
And that's why.
Yeah, no, this is why this happens. This is why we don't bring this up. So this is why we don't bring this question up.
The question of which magical item you're getting?
Yes, for weapon-wise. Oh gosh, this is hilarious. How about this? I just take a +2 freaking rapier and call it a day.
There you go. Good for
Just
you.
call it. Because we're done. We're done with this, right? Because
I don't know. Are we?
Oh my god, if we keep this going, I will literally hope that this doesn't turn into a meme joke.
Said I could have already drawn a meme on this. Just Florence at the window while Wedge and Tyler are just pulling on her cape. Come on!
And I'm just like, but give me a minute.
They never sell rapiers.
My fault then. Shoot. You blame me
That
for this.
is, you picked wizard. You chose when you were a tiny little sea elf tadpole. When you were a little
Excuse
tadpole.
me?
When you were a little tadpole, you were the one who decided to be a wizard. I am a bard. I could use any fucking weapon I want to.
I
You
mean,
could have been me. You could have
I'm
been
gonna
me.
stop you there before you keep. I mean, do you really
Everything is made for me.
do you
Who
really?
run the world? Bards. Who run the world? Bards.
You can't use martial. Really, not many martial weapons.
I can use anything, everything. I can use anything and everything I want to. I'm super talented and special.
And you wanted the DOS loot. You could have anything in the world, but you took the DOS loot.
I'm a bard! Look how shiny my loot is!
Mhm.
It's so pretty!
Mhm. You good there?
Yes.
Must answer. Oh god. Oh god. But Florence does look towards Bob and ask, any chance after we get off of this thing, do you know anyone that sells any more magical items that maybe probably be up my alley, or just not, because I'm not trying to take up these guys.
you might be able to find some people, but the stuff you need isn't usually sold too often
I know.
or made too often.
Yeah. I mean, I could ask for one more thing, but I'm crossing it. I'm really pushing it, aren't I?
Hey, it's up to you and your fellow team members to decide how long they're willing to let you stand there and try to find new items.
I mean, the only other thing I was thinking of, maybe something like a spell shard. See, this is where I'm gonna stop. My head.
Don't you have spell shards?
No,
Did you keep them from the other day?
I kept them. I kept mine.
I don't remember us getting any spell shards.
Isn't that what the stones are? Level 1 and 2?
No, those were the tokens that were used in the one area.
Yeah, they're
But they're
both
spells.
tokens and spell shards. Yeah, they work as like spell slots.
Not spells.
Sorry, yeah, they're not specifically spell shards, no.
No, because you know what I mean when I say spell
Yeah,
shards.
yeah.
Yeah, no, and that's what I was
They're
trying
supposed to
use
be
as.
called spell stones.
Yeah, spell stones, but not spell shards. In which there's a difference.
Oh. There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
There's a difference.
Don't you dare mock me.
There's a difference.
How Lord's got a look at her and disbelief. See, this is what I'm dealing with.
I'll give you another hug. Don't test me.
What you gonna do?
I'm coming for the hug. I'm coming for the hug.
Lord, do you want to hug?
I give her a hug.
Oh my gosh, this is happening. Oh,
Do you fight me on it?
oh, why not? Not. I might as well not. But wait,
Cool.
did we ever sort out the armor thing though?
Did
Oh,
we?
the glamour. Yeah, glamour thing. Okay, it was studded. My bad. My brain is trying to keep up with things because we sort these things out. I never did. I didn't. I'm not putting them in. It's not like I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this on purpose. I just want to make sure I'm getting this. Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I got it. Now I got it set up. I was just.
And we each have a bag of holding, right? Except for Wedge, who has a people sack.
That's nice. If nothing else, we can always make it into a magic bag holding, right? I mean, the material of it is not bad, right?
Aren't they both? They're bags of holding. A bag of holding is a bag of holding.
I know, but can't you make the people bag into a bag of holding?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You'd turn any bag into a bag of holding.
Exactly. See?
Well, maybe not any bag.
Oh gosh, we're just.
So if we're done with Bob, I say thank you so much, Bob. I will give you the gift. I will give you a gift of um I will give you 5 gold pieces. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah. Thank you very much for tolerating our mad.
Bob takes
Are?
the 5 gold pieces. And he says, well, I wish you good luck. That took about an hour.
Yeah.
Like a solid hour of just talking with Bob.
I bet he enjoyed the living crap out of it.
Bob likes talking about weapons. But yes, now you're down another hour. I don't know what time it currently is, but
It'd probably be like 5:30.
I'd say
What time
probably
does the
6
heist
because
start?
you also had that time where you're breaking down the
That's true.
yeah. So it's probably
Yeah.
6. 6 in the morning
What time does that heist go?
when the party stops. No, the heist is supposed to go around a little before the stop off, so right around 2 or 3 is when the heist starts. And then-
Heist starts at 2 p.m.
I mean 2
2
or 3.
p.m. 2 or 3 p.m. Got it. Okay. Hey, my cat, can you stop being a fucker? Thank you. Okay. So I now go over to the I pick up Donnie in my arms and I walk over to where our field field agent is. Where's my player? Where's my person? There's my person.
Dar, she
I walk
blows.
I walk over here
Okay, Donnie is there.
and I peep in this room. Is there anyone in there?
Yes. It is a naked beholder.
Oh gosh.
Huh.
Waiting
I
for
don't-
the inevitable comment.
A naked beholder? Sorry. Do you recognize this duck?
I don't remember what language they speak.
Oh gosh, that is gonna be a field. Do you want me to answer that?
I got it. I believe.
Deep speech and undercommon.
Yeah. Undercommon. Yeah. Not common.
I don't speak either of those languages.
I do. So this is gonna be a funnier 5 minutes.
Yeah, so it just goes. Relive.
Yeah, I speak the undercommon at least. Deep speech not so much.
Okay.
In which,
Are you with us?
I mean, why not? I mean, I can't kind of leave after I've gotten shit.
So tell me what he said.
Like, sure you could. Who's stopping you?
Let me rephrase that. I don't think no one wants me to be that prick.
Well, yeah.
I mean, unless who leaves a bunch of people when there's free loot out of it?
So what I don't know what he said. I don't know what the beholder said.
It said, what duck?
It said what duck?
Sorry for bothering you.
Momentarily disappear.
It's all
No
good.
problem. I say sorry for bothering you, and I shut the door again, and I peep into this room.
Okay.
What's in there?
Nothing. Literally nothing. It's a door to the void. Only black space exists beyond it.
Okay, I don't think he's in there. And so I close the door.
Before
I
you
go into
do,
this room.
Donnie quacks and it echoes, but doesn't, echo back.
That's fucking weird, Donnie.
Quack.
We're all freaking weird and
Then I go into this room.
I love that you're just going room by room.
I don't know where he is.
I also assume you just like, alright, fuck it, I go in. Fuck these locks
yeah.
and these doors.
Oh yeah, I knock on the door.
this is just great. This is happening.
Oh,
Or
that's
is it
just so
kind of
fucking
chilling
funny.
on the side? You just listen to chaos
I
go
just
on.
love it when shit like that goes down where it's like, I go in. I was like, do you go in? So you knock and the door opens to a satyr who says,
Hello?
what you want?
Do you recognize this duck?
I might. I may,
Duck,
in
do you
fact.
recognize this satyr?
Quack.
I don't know what that means.
He says, I don't even know what a satyr is. At least that's what I think he said. Well, you too. I don't know what you are. I'm a Catharis.
Clearly.
Or am I insulted? I still can't figure it out.
I think you're Catharis.
I still think I'm insulted. Anyway.
You can be both.
Alright, fine. If you say so.
Anyway. But do you recognize this duck? For real?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks fine. Why? What's special about it? He kind of eyes you funnily.
It's my pet duck.
But ducks
And
don't
then-
make good pets.
I say, thank you for your time, and I walk away.
He kind of shuts his door angrily. Oh, damn it, wasted time. Thought I was
Then I
getting
go
some
over to this
action.
Beautiful Florence.
Alrighty.
Yes.
And I knock on the door. What was Florence doing?
Just deeply sighing and watching the shit go on.
Alright, so when you do that, the door knocks back.
I knock again.
It knocks again.
I make that cool sound like bop 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 bop.
It does bop 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 bop. And then it continues on into yeah.
Meanwhile, Florence is watching this chaos.
Quack.
I don't think you can.
Donnie shrugs verbally.
Okay. So then I go over to this room.
Alrighty. And as soon as you step up to the room, the front of the door glows blue.
I take a step back.
And it's no longer glowing blue.
I attempt to knock on the door.
The door opens.
I look inside.
You don't see anybody quite yet.
Donnie, is there anybody here?
Quack. Donnie says that you have a stalker.
I have a stalker?
Yeah, stalker.
I mean, all famous bards have a stalker. It's not really.
Quack.
Big
Well,
surprise there.
he said that this one's not yours, really. Quack.
Whose is it?
He says he doesn't really know who it belongs to.
So there's just a stalker in this room that we can't see?
Quack. Yeah. Some chick.
Cool. Some chick.
Yeah.
She hot?
Well, I don't know. She's invisible.
Then how do you know it's a chick?
I don't know. Donnie told me. Quack.
Donnie, is she hot?
Quack.
Hell
He said, yeah. I don't know if you could tell by his tone. Is they?
yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So I lean in my head a little bit and see if I can see anybody.
Nope.
I do that thing where, like, wait. Donnie, where in the room is she?
Quack. It says she's in the chair.
I walk over to the chair.
All right.
Hi.
You hear a kind of like airy, wispy noise coming from the chair. Quack. Donnie says she doesn't speak common. Well, she understands it, but doesn't speak it.
I have Celestial,
Yeah, no, not that one.
Elvish,
Nah,
Sylvan,
no, I don't think it's that one.
Draconic.
Does anyone here speak air?
I just breathe.
Yeah, I don't think that's exactly it.
Can I perceive what's in the chair?
I mean, you can try.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, no. I mean, you kind of get the sense something's there, but you cannot see it.
Can I just very gently try and poke what's in the chair?
You try and you feel something smacking your hand away.
Oh, sorry.
Good job.
He said, "Don't touch my boob."
Well, I wouldn't do that without consent, and then I winked in the general direction of the chair.
Unfortunately for you, they have moved.
Damn it. Well, don't move, because then you can't see my flirting wink.
Quack. Donnie says they're in the hallway now.
Why is air following us?
Quack. Donnie says this is the contact.
Oh, well, all right then.
Quack. Donnie says he also doesn't speak whatever language that they're speaking.
Right.
He's just making basic guesses.
Oh, I have an idea. And I would grab your hand, air, if I knew where it was. But let's go over here. And then over here. And then over here. And then over here. And then whoop. And then over here. And then right here. And then in here. And then we sit on the chair.
Ah, much better.
Yay.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. What's your name?
My name is Arya.
Arya?
Yes.
Now, are you the contact we're looking for? Do you recognize this duck?
Yes, I recognize Donnie.
Cool. So, like, what do you know about... Oops, hit the mic. What do you know about the Mind Flayer who's the head of financials? What might he like?
Well, I know that he likes money. He likes mental power. He likes magic. He likes the M word.
M word?
Yeah, like the literal word M.
Okay.
And besides that, there doesn't seem to be much else. He's very simple, very simply motivated. He doesn't have too much of a sense of honor. I've been trying to figure out exactly what his password contains, whether it's a card or on a piece of paper or what exactly it is. However, I have not been able to determine that. I've only been able to determine that it's hidden somewhere in his office.
Oh, isn't that
Mm.
delightful? Wait,
Oh,
I'm guessing...
I was also able to determine that it's magical in nature.
Magical in nature.
Yep.
Of course it is. else.
Yeah, that's also another thing. But also, I'm not going over there with a player that probably would like to eat my happy little brains out.
Well,
You know.
you know, I don't know if you're on the couch or not, but
I mean,
Are you on the couch?
well, I mean, you're obviously on the couch. I just don't know if Lawrence is on the couch.
what language is she speaking?
Arin,
Oh.
it's the only
Oh.
thing it speaks.
What
Hmm.
is it anyway? What is
I
the
told
subject?
you it's a stalker.
Oh,
In
like a
in,
literal.
in a literal invisible stalker, yes. My wordplay works again.
Oh,
It's
okay.
okay.
Okay, I see what you mean. That. Okay, I'm sorry. I was like, what are you jokingly? Oh, I see what that joke is. Sadly, not entirely. The only closest thing would. The best only other way would probably be her, doing that whole comprehend language thing as a ritual.
Yee.
Or you could sit on the chair with us.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's a wonderful ideal. That's not a. That first one was more of a plan B than anything.
So, okay. Okay. So there's not really anything that we could offer him in a deal, per se.
Well, I mean, perhaps if you were able to offer him, exactly what he needed or a very substantial amount. I'm not sure
What does
how
he
much.
need?
I don't really know. He seems to be guarded. Once again, he seems to like money and mental powers and magic, the same thing as most mind flayers. Also, the word M. It's very interesting.
M. I feel like this is some kind of puzzle.
You know what solves puzzles?
Swords?
What?
Arrows to the face.
I feel like that does not solve puzzles.
Sure it does.
This is why you have a lot of puzzles in the basement, isn't it?
Yes.
Is there like a check I could do to see like if there's anything I can think of with the letter M that a mind flayer might want? A lady mind flayer, maybe?
A man? Oh!
Oh, Wedge, you want to take my place?
No.
But your brain.
um,
Perfect. It's so round.
Wedge don't fling that way with mind flayers.
Wedge so smooth brain.
you're not into that. You're not into that tentacle shit.
Not from a mind flayer. I'd take it regardless for a mind flayer.
Damn. All right.
That's some big
But
tentacles.
is there like some kind of maybe like an intelligence check?
Sure, you could do, I guess, a intelligence check. Just see if you could deduce something.
That's a 6.
For some reason, you think of the word Machiavelli.
Machiavelli.
What
That's
the
a
heck?
word that starts with M.
Yeah.
What the? I can't.
Machiavellian.
Oh my gosh! Please don't let me have to do this in same check too. Oh gosh.
Florence, what do you think? What is a word that starts with an M that a mind flayer could want?
Oh gosh.
Wedge is gonna chime in from his attuning to Oathbow and just be like, mind. Mind flayers want the mind. Take over the mind. You know how a mind flayer breeds? They put a fucking tadpole inside your fucking head and it turns you into a mind flayer over time.
Oh god, a baby Florence?
No, not. I'm not. What the heck do you get the idea that Florence is a? It starts off as a tadpole thing.
Sea elves begin as tadpoles. It's
No,
true.
they don't. No, it is not.
It is. It's true.
Stop the disinformation on sea elves, people. Don't listen to the memes of the internet. This is so funny.
Wow.
That is like the
Wow.
perfect emblematic, like, I don't know why,
No.
that's just like perfectly embodies like unknown prejudice, where it's just like, yeah, man, don't black people have superpowers?
Now you're making it into like
I'm just saying that's the same kind of thing. It's just
Yeah.
in D&D.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all I can
exactly.
think of. That's all I can think of.
You're I mean, you're right.
Do white
No.
people all like mayonnaise? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, that's pretty accurate. It's ranch where I'm from.
The more accurate thing is Midwesterners and ranch.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I also like Canadians in a boot.
Oh my
Boot.
God.
A boot.
Oh
I don't know what
Oh,
it's a boot.
don't forget white people and unseasoned chicken.
Unseasoned anything, really.
Oh my
And-
gosh.
What is your
Oh.
problem with seasoning?
We took over half the world for spice, and then we don't fucking use it.
That's like one of my favorite memes.
Some people are so white.
See, this
That
is
they
like
don't
that
even know how to
movie.
season things properly.
I was gonna say, it's like, you didn't even need to finish that. It's like, that is the joke, is just the first half. Is just, alright, and that seems like a good place to cop off this recording. We made some progress. We got some information. We started making some racial jokes. That's definitely a time to
mean-
kill them.
I mean, have you ever seen a white person make Kool-Aid?
Oh no.
I have. It's a travesty.
Oh,
Dude, they put like no sugar in that shit.
None.
Ugh.
It's, to be fair, everyone else puts way too much. Like a corrosive amount, bro. It's a fucking lot. I mean, I know because I do it, but it's like 1/4 of the fucking jug is sugar, and you're like, damn, son, just put in some fucking sugar into your fucking vein. Nah, I love that shit though. It's so good.
It's like, geez, guys, do you want some Kool-Aid with your sugar water?
Pretty much. No, it really is that way. It's delicious that way, but it's
Yeah.
still that way. I'm telling you. I love some Kool-Aid, but that's how you make it. You make it with more sugar than God ever intended.
okay.
Or just more sugar than God?
It's not hard. He's full of
Okay.
sugar and spice and everything nice. No, I don't know.
I swear to gosh, this has gone on hand, and
It
I
has.
don't know what to say.
It's about that time. I'm definitely gonna have to cut the last couple minutes off of this.